whatever this delusion is that you guys will ever be able to compete with me, let go of it. Salute, MobTube. How is everybody today? Let's see who we got here. Not many people yet. 21 so far. Let's see. Alana Therese, Mike Crotch, Miss Can't Be Wrong, Michael Hensley, Barry McCockiner, Dollar Bill Will, Brooklyn Rob 1. What's up, guys? You know, I got to tell you, I don't feel like myself today. I don't know if it's because my shirt's a little wrinkled. It could be that. But I'm feeling a little off. You know? Let's see. Hey, Steve Cutler, how are you? Nadu. What do you mean by that? I'm not telling mob stories today. About to buy some subs. Oh, I get it. Yeah, it's the glasses. If I look different today, guys, I don't want you to be thrown by the new glasses or the big chunky chain. I'm a recovering Catholic, so used to have a lot of crosses. Some earrings today. That might throw you off as well. Figured I'd throw in the earrings, but that's it. Other than that, no changes. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Almost choked on your cigar? Why? What's so funny? I don't get it, Steve. Joey Dimes, nice hat. What do you think I am, Gunsmoke? Not wearing a hat. Look like Bruce Lee with glasses. I feel a little Asian today. I got to be honest. Thank you, Stephen Morinello. He must be talking about the chain and the earrings. Oh, it's the shirt. I know the shirt, and it's a little wrinkled today. Look at this. It's a mess. I usually don't wear wrinkled shirts, so I know you guys might be thrown off. But, you know, let's fucking rock and roll, dudes. All right, let's have a party on YouTube. Yes, I am, Dollar Bill Will. I'm in recovery from that as well. Ernest goes to camp. MRE Fertilizer Management. You're tempting me to resurrect one of my... Oh, okay. Advanced Nadu hair system, or Nadu Advanced Hair Systems, huh? I remember that. Hola, Steve Blair. How are you? Bobby Barbarian. Hey, yo. Joseph Montanaro said, Jackie FBS Rumble in the Bronx, B. I hear you. I know, like I said, I'm feeling a little Asian. A little bit. But I look good, and that's all that matters. I feel young today, too. I don't know what it is. I feel younger than usual. You know what I mean? Like I've lost, I don't know. I'm going to go with 7 years off my age. Johnny Mack, yo. Yeah, I feel about 35-ish. I do. Michelle N. Thank you. So you like the earrings and the chain, huh? I figured you would. What's up, OC? Look, everybody's telling me I'm looking good today. This is what a way to start the day. Shinebox, how are you? I look like a hipster, do I? Well, I could see that. MC Search. That's good. Yeah, that's what I feel like, Stephen Marinello. 35, 36, you know? Johnny the Greek, what's so funny? I don't get it. Why is everybody laughing at me today? Brooklyn Rob 1, FBS, I just want to say I'm proud of all the people that didn't give money to Tony Pizza. Good job, people. Let him work like all of us. I agree. FBS, I love the picture on one of your newer videos showing you as a redneck. Well, thank you. That is a good picture. Look at me. I feel good. I do. I feel young, energetic. I feel like I can conquer the world right now. Brian Bozak, what's up, bro? Cha-cha-chia? You're feeling old today, huh? Nightmare 1503 just found 2 gray hairs in your bread. Well, I would return that bread immediately. I'm just kidding. I know you mean beard. I know the feeling. I got about 400 or 500 in mine as well. Thank you, Aldo. Thank you, thank you. I look like a guy that sells bootleg vape from my trunk. How do you know I'm not? How do you know? You don't know what I do in my spare time. I might sell bootleg vape. It's possible. The pushback hairstyle. Yes, exactly. Yes, it's true. It's true. Me and Gunsmoke are brothers. I am half Korean. Pizza managed to raise $320 today. Son of a bitch. I don't know how he does it, guys. Well, I do. Suckers. Frat boy Sicilian. Not bad. Not bad. Does the chain and the earrings really make me look like a frat boy, though? Fat boy, maybe. But frat boy, I don't know. I don't know. I do feel sexy, Miss McGinnis. I do. Wait till Shanna sees me tonight. She's going to be so excited. Ernest goes to camp. You're a nut. I believe that he made $320 today, Fin Freak. I would put money on it. I wouldn't put $320 on it, but I believe that that's how much he made. He can do it. I don't know how. I want to make $320 today. How do I do it? Hey guys, listen. Look, you think that I'm scared of Danny Trio? Get the fuck out of here. You have no idea the strength of Tony Pizza. Okay, when I'm on a corner and I find out 5 guys are looking for me, guess what? I go looking for them, okay, all 5. I take my baseball bat, okay, and I take my imaginary dog. Okay, I take him along because he's my protector. Not like I need him. Don't get me wrong. I could do all of this on my own. I'll make light work out of 5 guys. I'll leave you smeared all over 121st Street. You scumbags. Now give me some fucking money. I'm not on here for nothing, okay? I'm not on here for my fucking health. You hear my cough? Obviously. I need some fucking money. I need $320, and I need it by 3:20. Okay, that's the time. 3:20 p.m., $320 in my Cash App, or I swear to God, I'm going to fucking kill every one of you sons of bitches. And I'll never be on fucking YouTube again. You'll be robbed of the Tony Pizza experience, okay? Do you want that? I don't think you want that. Can I give you a winner tonight? On... What, the horsies or what? What are we betting on? The ponies? Yes, and I did. Antonino, you are correct. I got a wonderful night's sleep. I'm wondering if that's why I feel so young and just reinvigorated today. It's like I went to sleep, I woke up a different person. You know what I mean? I got 8 hours. Do you fucking believe that? I only woke up 6 times in that 8 hours. But I slept. And I just feel brand new. You know what I mean? Things seem different. I don't know, but I'm enjoying it, guys. I hope it lasts. Buddy Holly look. You think, Boston J? I'll go for a Buddy Holly look. Young, good-looking kid. I look like a card counter from MIT. I know exactly what you're talking about, my friend. What was that movie? 21. That movie, yeah. And those kids, they were some intelligent individuals, and it might have been an Asian kid. One person gave him $200. Disgrazia. When he went off, he needed $85. What happened? I didn't see it, and somebody send me the link to that, please, so I can watch it, because it's not up there. FBS, don't you have to run the roller coaster at Coney Island? That's good. Deadly, $10. Thank you for kicking it off, my friend. 310 to go, guys. 310 more dollars. Okay, I could buy Chinese food, soda, a hua, and get a cheap hotel room all in one shot. Okay, that's all I need. $310. What shampoo? Oh my God. Suave? Pert Plus? I'm not familiar with shampoos. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's just something that's in the shower. I think Shanna uses it. Johnny Mac, $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, my friend. Oh shit, I've been waiting for the wig. He's ruthless. Okay, all right, fine. We'll stop beating around the bush. The elephant in the room. So you guys noticed the wig? You really noticed? I didn't think I looked that different. I got to be honest. Looking like a young Paolo McCartney. Huh? Oh, how about that? Who is Paolo McCartney? You mean Paul McCartney? Purple bottle. Suave. There you go. That's what it is. VO5. Yeah, all of those. I use them all. Conditioner. You know what I'm saying? Got to get the locks right. Word. It's not natural. What do you mean? You look like the fifth Beatle, Louis Francesco, really obscure member. I'd never heard of him. Pete Best, maybe? You need some activator. All right, guys, that's enough of that. Makes my head sweat. Uh-oh. Shouldn't have done. I got to take this off. This is not me. All right, and these too. I don't wear earrings anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm 42. More you wore it better, huh? Mob Talk Radio. Maury's wigs don't come off. Ritzy Painting, $50. Thank you so much. Just tuned in. Motto and those earrings. You're unbelievable. Yeah, I was going for the A-light look. You know what I mean? I was a little B. Well, yo, you see the Aaron's B? That's how he pronounces them. Aaron's B. Word up. You ain't got jewelry like me, fat bald snitch. You ain't got that kind of jewelry. All your shit is sterling silver, B. My shit's 18 karat motherfucking gold, B. Word up. Fat bald snitch, fat broke Sicilian. Bronx. Thank you, Ritzy Painting, for the very generous super chat. A recent poll suggests women like bald men. Maybe I should shave my head too. Why not? Fuck it, Shinebox. Take the dive. It's well worth it. You wake up in the morning and there you go. Ready to go. You emailed me the video. Thank you, Joey Dimes. FBS, I got you look like Austin Powers. Yeah, baby. That hairdo, FBS, is like Samson. The strength is in your hair. The strength is in my hair. Remember that part from Boys in the Hood? I'm like Samson. Brian Bozak, FBS, Jeff Nadeau was wondering if you could please send back his hairdo. No, I'm jealous of Jeff Nadeau. Jeff Nadeau has the natural, you know, it's all his, that hair. I've seen him comb it. I've seen him hair dry it. It's his. Now he's got the shape up. Looking good, Jeff. Looking good. FBS, you seen Sammy the Bull did a Vlad TV interview. Oh, for real? I heard he was going to. I didn't know he did. Is it already up? What is this? Uh-oh, wait a minute. Nope. Hold on. I got a PayPal. From Antonino that says, here you go, young man. Put this towards shampoo. You remember shampoo? Antonino, thank you very much, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you for the PayPal. I was going to look up the Sammy the Bull Vlad interview. I bet you he got some money for that. Not the usual 1,500. Oh, yeah, there he is. Same old stories over and over again. Tony showed his true self today. Running scared trio has him shook. I wish I would have seen it. Son of a bitch. Lambron reviews. I thought you were going for that Arkansas just got out of prison look. LOL. Arkansas. That fucking guy. No notifications, huh? Son of a motherfuck. That pisses me off. Unsubscribe and resubscribe and hit the notification bell again. That's the advice I get. That's what I'm told you're supposed to do. New York jury beat. What's good, FBS? What's up, family? Hope all is well, despite that it is Monday again. Yeah, I saw a little bit of Tony Soflo's Moody Monday today, but not much of it. I had to do some research for something. And I still have a lot to do. I'm kind of taking a break right now, guys. I don't even know if I'm going to come on tonight later. I'm not sure. So this might be it. I have some work to do. Did you watch that doc last night, FBS, The Wonderful Whites? I'll tell you what. I watched about 15 minutes of it. I might try again, but as of right now, I just can't get into it. FPS Pizza's video is 1 hour and 54 minutes. Wow. It's a lot of begging. Looks like he gained weight in the face. Let me see. Yeah, he does. A little bit. Fucking crazy how you change with age, right? Saying the guy who just had a wig on. I like Monday. That means I get to see a new episode of Monday Morning with the Useful Idiots. I don't know what that is. You got wrench today and Tony Soflo, huh? I got people telling me to take your wrench away all day. This can't be wrong. FBS, honestly, I never watched all the Whites. My hubby liked it better than I did. Yeah, I couldn't get into it. Listen, guys, if you saw what I watched when I'm not on here. Oh, hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys, business. All right. I forgot what we were talking about. Let me do something. Sorry, guys. No, I could do it from my phone. So now we call Tony Pizza Tony Calzone now. Yeah, listen, I wish I would have seen that fucking show, but I've been, like I said, I've been busy all day. Not really with stuff I had to do, just with some research and, listening to some things. Oh, well, what I was going to say is what I watch at night is generally missing person stories or true crime, some sort of true crime. But missing person stories I listen to a lot. I'm fascinated by the fact that somebody can just vanish and never be seen again. That movie, The Black Phone, that we saw on Saturday, that's just another example. Of course, that's fiction, but it makes you think about how easily somebody could just go missing and nobody knows what happened. And some of the most interesting missing persons cases, of course, are the ones that were never found. There's people that have been missing. For example, After we saw that movie, I told Shanna about Johnny Gosh and his story and the Franklin scandal and all that shit. Very, very interesting. But the stuff that came out after Johnny Gosh went missing, when Troy Bonner and I forget the other kid, Paul, fuck, I don't remember his name, when they came out and started telling their stories, just unbelievable. So I love watching shit like that. I was watching People Magazine Investigates on Hulu. It's a couple episodes I watched. His tone is causing a reflection. FBS, we should call Tony Pizza David Ruff and the Temptation Singer because he ain't too proud to beg. That's good. Should call him Tony Eggroll. Yeah, Tony Wonton. Shinebox, FBS JC says he has a method to determine a rogue wrench. You should touch base with him to determine the traitor among us. Well, the thing is, Shinebox, I don't know if you were here the other night. We had a fake mustache Pete running around in here, and I got his wrench. And I got to be honest, I think that was him. I've been checking my list every day, like Santa Claus, and I don't see any good people blocked. So when the Rogue Wrench was around, there was good people blocked every day. So I don't know. I think we might have got him. Yes, there's people telling me that I should take your wrench. Yes. That you are the Rogue Wrench. He just begged the whole time and talked about PeeWee. So he talked about a guy who's like 10 times the man he is and is extremely successful and has a good personality and sense of humor and tried to help Tony Pizza. That guy, that's who he talked about? Oh, okay. Yeah. Watching the Whites for me was like seeing a train wreck. I couldn't look away. It was eye-opening. Maybe I'll finish it. I don't know. But having Terry Time on last night was great. She's a good guest. Ask Lee, Stephen Marinello. He knows where the dog is. Jordan Canada, they call me Tony Beats because I beats my dick like it owes me money in front of other males on a dirty hotel bed, of course. It's so funny. I heard him talking shit in that 18, 20-minute video, whatever it was he did yesterday, talking shit about the gay pride parade and, homo this and all this crazy shit. But there he is laying in bed with a man. Very strange. I have info that will clear things up. Angel's maternal grandmother's name was Petrowski. I know about that. It's Petrowski, actually, or something similar. The I on the end of a Polish name is Christian. Y is Jewish. She's not Jewish at all. Oh, is that right, Karen S? Wrong. But all right. That's, I hate to be a dick, Karen S. But that is probably one of the dumbest things I ever heard in my fucking life. I got to be honest. You do know that Judaism is a religion, right? And generally, at least, well, I guess I can't say that. I'll say it doesn't always reflect in a person's last name. Pizza is very busy putting his spin on his time with PeeWee. Well, he's a fucking liar, and everything he says is bullshit. So I'm sure you guys all know that anything he says about his time with PeeWee is probably the exact opposite. Lambon reviews. Tony Pizza should have went to Arkansas. There's this guy who was surrounded with meth and alcoholic neighbors, family. He would members. I'm sorry, neighbors and family. He would be in heaven. Yes, he would. No, I never looked that up. Maybe I'll look that. Yeah, maybe I'll check it out. Thank you, Johnny Coriega. I'll put it in my YouTube search so I don't lose it. Quadruple murders of Coriega family. Okay, got it. All right, I'll check that out then. Unsolved Mystery was the best FBS. Loved the original with Robert Stack from the 1980s and 90s. It was good. It was damn good. I like watching that shit too. I'm fascinated with stuff like that. One that breaks my fucking heart, man, is the Brittany Drexel case. I followed that case from when it took place, I believe 2009. And it's such a fucking heartbreaking story. This beautiful 16-year-old girl walking to her hotel in Myrtle Beach, in Myrtle Beach, and just got snatched off the street and vanished, and was missing all this time up until maybe a few months ago. And they finally found her remains. It's fucking heartbreaking. She wasn't supposed to go to Myrtle Beach. She lied to her mom, told her she was going to stay at a friend's for a few nights, and she went on this trip and never came back. Sad story. I didn't think they were ever going to find her, ever. Then there's shit like the Sherry Papini case where she just faked, I've talked about stuff like this and the hatred I have for women that do these things. She faked the kidnapping and, finally got caught. I see you. PeeWee was your best guest ever. Get him back for more pizza truths. PeeWee is welcome any fucking time. Anytime. I would love to have him back on. We could shoot the shit about all kinds of stuff. What's up, Deadly? Alaska has a deep history of missing persons, but could have something to do with the elements. Yeah. See, I think it's more easily attributed to the elements when something like that happens, because you could freeze to fucking death. It could be an animal attack, anything. Drown some fucking where. Miss Charlie Steen, hey, you threw me off. Did you change your avatar? I believe you did. Paulie Walnuts, what's up, bro? Shinebox, I'm doing. That's Fidella's my name. Don Vito Cascioferro, have you ever heard about the kid that just vanished in the Great Smoky Mountains, Dennis Martin? Yes, I did. And the other one, Dior Coons, I forget where he vanished. Somewhere in one of the national parks. Yeah, I know they're very strange too. But again, there's different things they could be attributed to it. It's much more fascinating when a person is just walking down the fucking street or something, or gets in a car accident and then just poof, they're gone. I mean, it's unbelievable. Christopher Moltisanti, $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, my friend. Joseph Montanaro, Terry was the real deal. Yeah, she was. What a life, right? I'll tell you what, if Terry just told her whole life story, maybe she has, and I just didn't see it, but because she's had her channel for, I think she said 15 years, but her life story is probably fascinating. Ernest goes to camp. FBS, I knew a guy who went missing. Someone hinted in a private message to his friend that her ex-boyfriend killed him, but the cops did nothing because the victim was homeless. Was he ever found? Terry, great guest. I agree. I watch the Whites here in Tennessee at the Walmart all the time. I hear that, bro. Some fucking characters in Walmart. He's talking shit while laying in bed with another dude. Enough said. Yeah, it's very weird. It's only Tony Pizza. Otis Driftwood, that is so funny. Christopher Capella, what's up, Chris? How are you? Jesus Christ. Terry, you are the fucking bat. Terry just said almost every day, $50 Cash App. Unbelievable person. What a kind, generous, good-hearted woman. Thank you again, Terry. And thank you for your appearance last night on the show. You were a great guest, and you're welcome on my show anytime. And anything we could do to help you build your channel, please just let us know. You are a hit on MobTube. She said, doing Pekingese stuff, catch it later. Sounds good. Thank you again. Hope you're feeling better. That was my name. Many Jews from Poland. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. I think that's what she's looking for. She's obviously over here to score points. But I'll tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the honest truth, guys. I really don't even want to talk about Angel anymore. I really don't. I took the videos down. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I don't know. I couldn't go through every video. I'm sure there's some left where I was, kind of going at her. But oh, Shanna. Our dog ate some stuff he wasn't supposed to eat today. The little son of a bitch. What was I gonna say? Oh, I took all the Angel Gotti videos down. Okay, just because I don't know, something up here. I took almost all of them. Plus, I'm pretty sure she's suing me. So I took I can't say all of them. What the fuck was that on my head? But I think I took most of them down. I'm just really not interested in fighting that war anymore. And quite honestly, there's no need to. I win, period. So that's where I'm going with that. I really don't care if she's Jewish, if she's Italian, if she's a John Gotti's stepdaughter, his real daughter. I don't really give a fuck anymore, to be honest with you. Karen is a Nazi sympathizer. She loves MRE. Oh, well, then off with her head. Block her. Terry was good yesterday. She should come on more. Yes, she should. Absolutely. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen that, Don Vito Casio for a very interesting stuff. Uh-oh. The Ricky Stetson Jr. case from early 1980s Portland, Maine. He was snatched and killed by a pedophile from a back bay walking trail. Oh, a back bay walking trail. My father knew his father. Never the same. The killer later executed. Yeah, I'm sure. How could you be the same? I mean, Otis Driftwood, 199 super sticker. Thank you very much, bro. Yeah, Don Vito Cascioferro. There's a lot of them, man. They all look like Gotti's except Angel. Look, I don't know. I don't know. When it really comes down to it, it don't matter. Now, if John Jr. or something wasn't his son, that would probably be more interesting. But even then, I mean, I don't know. There's a whole lot of other shit to talk about. I know that. So I'm just not really concerned with that anymore. There's a part of me when it really comes down to it that just feels bad. Okay. Even though I know I shouldn't, she fucking did some horrible fucking things, said some horrible shit about me and my wife. I think she's a bad person in general. Okay. But I do still kind of feel bad. I can't help it. So, I took the videos down. No big deal for me to take a video down. I've told you guys a million times. I couldn't give a fuck about views. I just don't care. Let me tell you how many videos I have on private. If you look at my about page, okay? If you go to my about page, I'm going to see now. I have, this says 1,427,019 views, okay? Let me show you how many videos I got private. If you go to my YouTube studio where it tells you your total views, even with privated videos, I have, let me go to lifetime. 1,694,143. Okay, so that's how little I care about views. I'll put shit on private all day. It doesn't matter to me. It's just not. I don't care. I told you, views don't make us any money. So what? Walmart brings out the best in people. LMFAO. I don't know about that. FBS can pretty much talk about anything and get 200 plus people. Thank you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Well, that's today's experiment. Yeah, I'm just talking about anything. You guys pick the subject. I don't care. I honestly wasn't going to come on until later. I was going to do like an 8:00 show because Shanna's off tomorrow. You know what I mean? And I want to hang out with her tonight. But Listen, when I'm like in interview mode, okay, and I'm researching and shit, like you don't know how hard. And I've been researching for like a week now. Don't get me wrong, but today I'm making sure I have everything in my head, so I'm going over and over things. I just need a break. I love coming on and talking to you guys. So, yeah, 209 people. Everybody hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell, please. Urine Vandersloot let out of jail to kill again in South America. What? What? He was let out on the second murder? Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? Oh my God. What? No, was he released? I can't. I'm not going to take the time now to look. Let me know. I wish we could stop calling this asshole Tony Pizza. Pizza is Italian, useful, and smells good. Showing us none of those things. Very true. Joran Vandersloot is a piece of shit, and I'm glad he finally got caught for that other murder in Colombia, I think, and he's doing life in a third. No, he didn't get life. I think he got like 15 years. But if it's true that he just got released, holy shit. That's the right move with Angel FBS. You detonated the bomb. No need to rub noses in it. Yeah, listen, I don't listen, whether anybody believes it or not, okay, I don't get pleasure out of hurting people's fucking feelings. I don't. Okay, I just make you pay for whatever you do to me. That's how I am. And there's certain people, listen, there's a real good thing happening right now. A lot of people are not responding to me, and they're doing that strategically. But it's going to work out in my favor. My favor. It's going to work out in my favor, like everything they try to pull, because I'm still not done with Jody or Stacks. I mean, I didn't even get started yet, and I got a lot of research to do, and I want to really spill the beans, okay, and talk about who these people really are. So I need time to do research and stuff. So this is actually going to help me in the long run. Because, and I'm sure there's one or two other ones that I'm not done with yet. So their strategy right now is to not respond to me, and then I'll have nothing to talk about. You're wrong. I will always have something to talk about, whether it be mob stuff, addiction and recovery. I do interviews, whatever, or I just go back in time to some unfinished business, like I'm going to do soon. And it's actually going to make things a lot worse for people because now I'm going to have time to actually really do my research. Okay. So that's what's going on now. But I don't like with Angel. It's not my. I don't want to. It's not my intention to just hurt her feelings on a daily fucking basis and embarrass her or anything. It's not really my. She's not talking about me. She's doing it for a different reason, probably because she's suing me and she just doesn't want the battle anymore. And plus, she thinks that if she don't talk about me, then they're, like I said, their strategy as a collective right now, all the scumbags, we push back and shit. Don't talk about FBS, and they'll run out of content. I'll never run out of content, guys, ever. Look, I got 211 people right now. Look what I'm talking about: missing people, stupid shit. Tony Pizza here, nonsense, really. Things that are going on YouTube. My interview coming up. I could talk about whatever. So they'll fail as usual, but Karen S is MRE sidekick. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, I know. And like I told you guys, I had mixed feelings about even doing that when I did it. The whole, you know, not necessarily being a Gotti story. Like I even had mixed feelings about that. So there's not many people that I will back off of. Okay, once they've really fucked with me hard like she did. But for some reason, she is one of the people that I will just kind of let shit go after a while. If she starts her bullshit again and she starts talking about my wife and stuff and letting people on her panel talk shit about me, then it's a whole other story. But in the meantime, like I said, I did what I had to do and I'm done. Well, I believe that, Deadly, of course. That's the right move with Angel FBI. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Sorry, I go back and forth through the comments. You're going to have to change your name soon, bro. You're looking thin. Well, thank you, Big Ticket. I appreciate that. I'm working my ass off, so soon. You know what I mean? Even today, I had stuff to do. I did not feel like going to the gym, but I went for like an hour. Seal Max Roofing, $17.99. Tony now saying that he's no problem with Danny Trio despite running him down all last week, but still having a go at Lee. Karma, you racist, vile person, Tony. Stick yourself in pizza jail. Thank you for the super chat. And yes, that's what he does. He's scared now. You know what I mean? He's scared, so he's trust me, he wants to go back to that fucking corner. He absolutely does. That's like his home. So he's trying to make amends now. This is an old Tony trick. He'll fuck with you until he sees that he might be in some trouble, and then he'll try to walk it back. Let me see something. All right. Why do people have a hard time hitting the like button? I don't know. Please, guys, 228 people, hit the like button, please. Scrawny, Bald-Sicilian. I don't think I'll ever be scrawny. How about another new job? Pizza claims he needs $150 for a bus ticket to go to yet another state. How many jobs lasted more than a day, if at all? No, most of them he doesn't even show up to. Listen, the suckers are going to give him money no matter what. There's no point in wasting our breath. Wow, so even if your so-called enemies do not talk about you, you are going to back in time and talk about them. Wow, MRE is so right about you. No, Roberto Suarez. No, see, this is where you're wrong. And this is why you could come on here right now, and even on that point, I'll crush you. See, this is the difference, okay? I'm the only one that has numerous scumbags on one side coming at me all at once. So if Josie makes 3 shows in a row about me, okay, and I start talking about her, then MRE makes 2 shows, and I move on to talking about him. I never got done with Josie, okay? And Josie has done way too much, scumbag, way too much. So I am not done yet. This is just like with MRE. MRE went after me for months. I didn't respond once. Then he went on a 3-day tear, one show after another about me. I made 2 shows about him, and he decided, oh, I'm done. I'm not talking about FBS anymore. And Angel jumped in and said, well, MRE's not talking about you, so you shouldn't talk about him. No. I am not done. I was not done with MRE then, and I am not done with certain people right now. So I could do whatever I want, Roberto, and notice that I'm such a bad guy in your eyes. MRE is right about me, right? The guy with the Hitler tattoo denies being a white supremacist. He's right about another person. Sure. Well, I'll tell you what. Stop fucking watching me, Roberto. Why are you on my dick, bro? You hate me so much you can't take your eyes off me? See, this is the thing about you fucking clowns. You all talk shit. You all claim to not like me, but yet you can't stop watching me. And trust me, MRE's never been right about anything. MRE is the guy who told you he's never been arrested. He's never held a gun before. He's never disrespected women. He doesn't say filthy things about them. He lives in South Dakota. How much shit did MRE fucking lie to you about? How much verifiable shit did he lie to you about? And he turned out to be a Nazi white supremacist. So MRE has never been right about anything. He doesn't even tell you the truth about himself. Oh, this is a good one, Roberto. Thank you for doing this. You just made the show more exciting. Alos, I think you mean to say also. You owe your show to Angel Gotti. Well, let's see. Let's talk about facts, Roberto. Facts are, I started my show on a whim on June 30th of 2021. Okay. Just on a whim, I decided, fuck it, I picked the name. Within 12 days of me making my first video, I hit 1,000 subs. 15 days after that 12, I hit 2,000 subs. I hit 2,259 subs in my first 30 days. I was flying. Angel Gotti got a hold of me. I did not know her. I had nothing to do with Angel. Angel was talking to Lee and other people, not me. Maybe about 2-3 months after I started my channel, I had my first Instagram conversation with Angel Gotti. So wrong again. You know who I owe my channel to? Me. I'm good at this, Roberto, and it eats you alive. I owe it to me. I hate to break it to you, but if you take away Angel Gotti and everybody else you claim to have helped me, I would still be exactly where I am today. Because of me. Angel got me one interview. One. You know how many I've had so far? A lot. She got me one. Okay? So no, I owe nothing to Angel Gotti. Not a thing. I'll tell you the honest to God truth. I would have been a lot better off if I never spoke to her in my life. And I wish I wouldn't have. If I would have known then what I know now, I never would have had a conversation with her. Your other super sticker? Hold on, Otis. Sorry if I missed it. I got this one. Oh, $4.99 super sticker. Thank you very much, Otis. I'm sorry, bro. When I scroll, sometimes I skip past them. Thank you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. I have definitely lost weight. But I need to lose more. I am on a mission. But I will tell you guys the truth. Like that diet I went on where in like 2 weeks I lost like 10 fucking pounds. I have not been adhering to that diet. I haven't been sticking to it. If I go back on that, I'll lose weight quick. I'm eating more regular now because it was taking too much out of me. So I got to go back on that diet for a little. He got out in Peru and did it again. Yeah, but he's in prison now, right? Joran van der Sloot? Van der Sloot K-Mac is the guy that killed Natalie Holloway. I won't even say allegedly. He killed her. Tom announced a big interview. He's bringing in the guy he's in bed with. 50,000 views. The guy Tony's in bed with. That's funny, Roof Doctor. FBS Tony Pizza wanted you to give him $100 and he would take his channel down. No, I want him to keep it up. Why would I do that? He does me no harm. Oh, it makes me look terrible. Yeah, how does it make her look when she's talking about my wife and stuff? See, that's the problem. People get to attack me all day, and then when I respond and I go back at them, it makes me look terrible. No, it doesn't. It makes me look like a man who stands up for myself and my wife. You just don't like it because you don't like who I'm going after. But no, what would make me look terrible is if I sat here and I let all these scumbags walk all over me. But it'll never happen. I never did it in my personal life. I'll never do it on YouTube. There's a YouTube channel called Where Did the Road Go? It covers missing people and paranormal shit. I listen to it in bed at night. It has some creepy shit on that channel. Oh, really? Let me look this up. I put these things in my search engine and then what's it called? Where Did the Road Go? I'm going to subscribe right now. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. FBS, do you have a birdhouse outside the window? No, I really don't. I know it sounds like it, but no. I don't. I'll show you guys one day. I'll take a little video for you. A lot of fucking birds. Peter Calabro murder. Richard Kuklinski said that Sammy Gravano contracted him to kill him. He died before he could testify. Calabro was a dirty cop who ran afoul of Sammy, unsolved. Yes, I know. He died very shortly before. Kuklinski died very shortly before he was supposed to testify in that case. I know. It's a very odd thing, isn't it? Maybe. Well, I won't get into my theories on that. Stacks, man. What's up, man? You ain't gonna believe what I'm gonna have on tonight, man. I'm gonna have Suge Knight and fucking Marilyn Monroe, man. She came back from the dead. It's gonna be fucking dope, dude. I don't know where I came up with that combination of people. First thing that popped into my head. 234 people. Everybody please hit the like button. No. He didn't pass. I wish he would have, Jorn Vandersloot, the fucking scumbag. Well, you do a daily interactive show. That would be like saying Howard Stern or any other daily show is going to run out of content or material. It's flawed logic. That's true. Yeah, they don't get it. They're doing anything in their power to stop my money. Okay, and their theory is that I only get money if I am fighting with people. So if these people don't respond to me, I stop making money. My channel fails. No more FBS. It's not going to happen, guys. Did the Gotti daughters have massive amounts of plastic surgery? I don't know, honestly. I probably. It's what those women tend to do. They all look like fucking, Mickey Rourke. But they do, a lot of them do. But I don't know. I don't know if the Gotti daughters have had work done. Diaz, $50. My man, as usual. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. You're the best. Angel didn't even have a show, Roberto, you fucking clown. Yeah, she didn't. Angel was FBS. She wouldn't have any type of show without FBS. Get it straight, moron. Well, I don't know about that. She's Angel Gotti, but I helped her more than she helped me because she couldn't help me when I didn't know her. In the beginning, I didn't fucking know her. Yeah, I know, bro. I know, Michelle. But it makes for good entertainment when I respond to these douchebags. FBS and I started before Angel. That's bullshit. Long before Angel. Absolutely, Lee Cole. You owe it to Angel Gotti, but you have more subs than her. LOL. Yeah. Nobody had to help me reach 1,000. The convict guy was a junkie and he sits in judgment of others. Yeah, I know. Lambot reviews. I got all of FBS subs, not Angel. Come on. Angel has what she has due to FBS and Lee Cole. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know about that. She's Angel Gotti. You know what I mean? But it is astonishing that she doesn't have more than that. More than she does. Yeah, I got it, Otis. Thank you again, bro. You got her by the balls and she knows it. I don't know. I don't know. I just want to drop it if possible. Yo, FBS, I met you back in the day. You were cool as shit. Oh, yeah? Where'd you meet me, Dylan? Angel doesn't have a show. She just logs on for others to control it. Haven't seen her conduct the show. That is true. There's no doubt. Like I said, there's many people on who cannot do this by themselves. Many of them have never done a show by themselves like I'm doing right now and like I do every day. I don't know what it is, but they just can't pull it off. Shinebox, you know what? SoFlo might, but I'll tell you the truth. I never looked into that case that much. I will, though. I just know he did no jail time for it, like every other case. Mysteriously, he gets away with everything. He gets prosecuted, but yet no time. You know what I mean? Thank you, Dylan Chase. FBS, I could see the weight loss in your face and arms through your shoulders. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Doing the best I can. But like I said, I got to go back to eating the way I was. Yeah, I'm doing the interview. Matter of fact, let me send the I hate to do this to you guys. It'll only take me 30 seconds, but I have to send the invite now. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, done. Those shirts looking mad big on you. Yeah. Yeah. It's getting that way. Lose some in between your ears, LMAO. Even Pizza's tan looks fake, but it's to look better for his male customers and sugar daddies when they. Oh, God damn, bro. Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors. I got to lose 40. Yeah, so don't feel bad, brother. I lost 80, though. Nobody wants to talk about that. Damn it. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I really don't. I'm sorry. He was allowed to marry and now he has a kid. Yeah, Yorin, I heard about that bullshit. Stupid talk to text. Oh, okay, yeah, because I was like, what the fuck does that say? He was a pathological liar, and that would be a great show to revisit his life and events. Oh, yeah, it would. I can't do a salad diet. Got to eat 3 meals. Just portion control was my biggest hurdle. Yeah, it is a bitch. Lee Cole, Third and Danny Trio podcast. The only reason Angel came to us was because she wanted us to go after A-Light. Fact. Thank you. Lee, you know what? You just brought up a good fucking point. You brought up a good point. That's what it was all about. Why do you think Angel befriended me and Lee Cole? Because we were going after A-Light. Same thing with MRE. We were going after A-Light. That was it. That's why, like I said, now I'm the fat bully Sicilian. Before I was one of her favorites. Because why? I fought a battle for her. Not saying she wasn't fighting it herself, but I was fighting John A-Light for her and Gene Borello and everything else. It's the only reason she gave a fuck about me. But when you're doing that for Angel, as soon as you say one thing that she don't like, that's it. You know what I mean? But same with Lee Cole, absolutely. We're good when we're her pit bulls. And then after that, Ugats. Shinebox, FBS, people have selective memory. We have to refresh their memory. Yeah, I feel like I got to do it constantly, Shinebox. Yeah, she has some degenerate scumbags on her show, without a doubt. Son of a bitch, I hate that. It just skips on me. You're not allowed to defend yourself and your family, FPS. That's not fair. Well, that's the way they want it. They want to be able to attack me constantly and just brutalize the shit out of me. And I can't I can't come back or I'm the bad guy. You know what I mean? That's how it always turns out. The victim becomes the bad guy. Mustache Pete, what's up, bro? Double standards of the haters, exactly. But see, that's why I'm a problem. I'm a thorn in their fucking side because I'm one guy that'll call any of them out anytime, no matter what. And I'm better at what they do than they are. I just am. I'm better at what you do than you are. That goes for MRE, NB, and all of them. And they can't fucking stand it. They can't stand it. Can you blame them? I heard Stax is interviewing Elvis. What's up, Matt B? NYC Crime Spot. Calabro worked for DeMeo since the early 70s, and Calabro's partner Doherty was Ray's childhood friend. Kuklinski is a liar. I did a whole live stream on it if you want to check. You're the best, NYC Crime Spot. I'll tell you what, I've said it before and I'll say it again. His channel has everything. If you guys aren't subscribed to NYC Crime Spot, you should. FBS, you got guys on here changing strategies. They're doing cooking shows. FBS Stacks would be the only person to interview Suge Knight and not get more than 20 views. I know. It's ridiculous. I know. Nothing will help the Gotti girls, not worth it. Oh, man, I got to go way down. FBS, I have 2 laptops. Can you teach me to be a DJ? Well, unless you're Stacks, it'll take more than that. Victoria does. Angel needs it. Oh, George Duran said your show sucks. Wannabe. But here you are watching it. Thank you, George. Thank you for the click. Those other 2 chumps know what happened. Looking for the true. Oh, okay. Jesse Roth, you are entertaining. I wouldn't know of you if it weren't for Angel, but I have no doubt you have been successful on your own. Well, if you look at my numbers, I was more successful in the beginning. My views, I mean, look at my earlier videos. Look at the views. It's unreal. I was even more successful in the beginning. Yeah, I agree, Jared Boston. But, they try to take anything they can away from you. But I don't care. Arthur Stewell, I feel for Angel in a way. She wasn't able to capitalize on her name like her siblings. Listen, I don't know how much she tried, to be honest, but she's obviously keeping that last name for a reason. Grilled chicken, fish, even cans of tuna. Treat yourself to steak also, but drink that gallon of water, even if you hate to. Whatever FBS doing, though, now it's working, bro. Thank you, Mr. Softy. I got to get better with the water thing. Arthur Stewell, has anyone seen Victoria Gotti's movie that came out on Lifetime? I watched on YT, was really surprised the glee she had talking about John Favreau's disappearance. My understanding is even John Gotti knew it was an accident. Her movie? No, I never watched the movie, but of course they were happy about it. You know what I mean? There's no doubt. And listen, I can understand to an extent. But bottom line is the dude was an innocent guy. It was an accident. That's the bottom line. All these years later, I would have thought she would have a better understanding that it was an accident and it wasn't right what happened to Favara, but she didn't. Yeah, well, women can be pure fucking evil, bro. I told you, women are capable of an evil that men can't even compare to, that men can't even imagine. Exactly, it was all about A-Light in the beginning. Yep. Danny Trio, what's up, bro? How you doing? Roof Doctor, the ID channel speculated that the people on South Street was done by a friend of mine, still not solved. I don't know what you're talking about. I must have missed something. You know what? I just got a message. I have a feeling I might wind up back on for a little while tonight, but it won't be long. I just got a message telling me about something. What makes you think you can defend yourself, Chris? I know, stupid me. You know what I mean? Fucking silly me. Angel defends her family nonstop, but when you do it, you're a scumbag. Crazy. Yeah, I know. I know. Isn't that something? Joseph Montanaro, $10. Great show last night and today. I got to roll out. I will see you tomorrow, bro. Well, thank you. Have a good day, and thank you so much for the super chat. Peter M. Angel's show is a bunch of lackeys who kiss her butt and talk nonsense. Pablum reigns supreme for hours on end. Well, yeah, that's what it is. I mean, that's what they do. It's a bunch of fucking Gotti simps. They just want to be close to a Gotti, you know what I mean? And they kiss her ass. I was all taken by that Gotti shit in the beginning. I'm not going to lie, but not anymore. Now I want to get as far away from these fucking people as possible. Miss McGinnis, even according to Victoria, John tried to explain to her and her mom it was an accident, but they wanted revenge, so he did it to try and calm them down. Lambon reviews. I did a reaction to the Convict Inc. and Jimmy Calandra stuff. Wished I hadn't given Convict the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, that guy's a douchebag. Tony Pizza, once the money runs out, the hand jobs commence. What the fuck? Yes, John Favreau had a family. Absolutely. Mustache Pete said, smash that like for FBS. Yeah, everybody hit the like button, please. It helps out, helps the algorithm. Do that for me. What's up, Gerard? How are you? Look, I made it to the bottom. Chicky is the biggest Gotti simp going. I don't know. I just know those guys that are friends with John Jr. It's their whole lives. You know what I mean? Like, I've interviewed a couple, you know, and the first pictures they'll send you is any picture they have with John Jr. It's hilarious, too. It could be like 8 people, and you'll just see, like, John Jr.'s eye in the back. And, like, that's, you know, like, you see, there's a pic with John Jr. Look, he's in the. I'm like, all right, yeah. I know, bro. Relax. I think John's wife browbeat him into disappearing for Vara. That's the word. Listen, I believe that too, 100%. But I don't know that John was so understanding either. I don't know. Shinebox, FBS, I have nothing against Dominic and creating a mission with We Push Back. Is there any accomplishments? I know the government bends the rules, but so do the bad guys. Yeah, exactly. And no, there has been no accomplishments, and there won't be. It's ridiculous. Like I said, Shinebox. If they really were about lying informants, I would be on board 1,000%. I would have been from the beginning. Okay, but it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's informants in general. Okay, and that's a step too far. But they'll always use that lying informants. That's careful language that Dominic used. Lying informants, not just because he knows that if he said we go after informants, it would be batshit crazy, and most of society would be like, what? But lying informants, yeah. The funny thing is, though, common sense brought this point up before. If an informant came along right now and was willing to help get Stephen Crea out of prison, and Dominic Crea knew that this informant was lying to do it, you think he'd be against it? You think if Angel knew that some informant could have came along and lied to get her father out of prison, you think she'd be against it? How about MRE with Rocco? No, of course not. No. No, and don't get me wrong, though. I agree 100%. Lying informants are bad. It's just funny because if they could use them for their own purposes, they would. And I'm sure, they have. But it's not about lying informants. It's about informants in general. They know it. Everybody knows it. They just won't say that. MRE said it before, though. He goes after rats. He doesn't say lying rats. He goes after rats. That's it. Because in MRE's world, the mob guys are the pillars of the community. They do no harm. They only do good. Okay, because he's the biggest mob fucking groupie simp scumbag fanboy in the world. So he's delusional. Imagine how it has affected the Favara family. From my understanding, he said, he had sold his home, was going to move, and he went missing. Yes, he was. He got advice. He was told, you should probably get out of here. And that was his plan, but he never made it. Most people would think killing him would bring his family the same pain they were going through. But that's the thing about those mob families and shit. They don't give a fuck. They don't care who it hurts. You know what I mean? That's what I'm learning. Doesn't matter. Revenge at all costs. I was taken by the Gotti shit also. It wears off fast. It does. You get to know people. You get to know. Listen, guys, I'll tell you the truth. No matter what anybody wants to say or how much they want to discount the people I've interviewed and stuff, I've interviewed some very, very famous fucking people. Okay, without a doubt. I mean, Robert Eiler alone is world famous. There's not a country in this fucking world that hasn't seen The Sopranos. You know what I mean? Probably him and Vincent Piazza, the two most famous people I've interviewed. Okay, and you get to know them. Like, I didn't really talk to Robert like that, but like Vincent, I've spoken to him many times. I know he has a sense of humor. I know he has real life concerns. He's a regular guy. He's just got a better job than the rest of us. You know what I mean? It's the same with some of the other actors I've spoken to. You know, I've called some of these actors on the phone and they're like, oh, fuck FBS, let me call you back. My fucking kid's hanging on my leg and my wife's yelling at me. You know what I mean? So you start to learn that what you picture a person's life being isn't always that. And it's the same with these mob characters. I've spoken to many now, okay? And even the family members of these mob people. You talk to them and it's like, wow, these people are, it's not like you thought. They're nobody special. They're nobody special. They were just born to somebody who was, infamous. That's it. But there's nothing special. They're assholes like anybody else is an asshole. FBS, I didn't see the Travolta Gotti movie. Is it true that Tyler Perry was cast as Neil Delacroix? Tyler Perry would have been a more convincing Neil Delacroix than that fucking guy they used. I still didn't understand what We Push Back's mission statement is. It seems all they do is troll and harass people online. Nothing about making change on how informants can be used by the government. Exactly. That's it. They're a troll group. Simple as that. And they're all bad people, every one of them. MRE and Angel's relationship is a bad romance. Eventually they're going to part, and it's going to be over on YouTube for both of them. That's why they have to hold each other close. Yeah, who knows what the future holds. If I disappear and Danny Trio takes over my show, please call the cops. Carmine Minio, I didn't. Really? You know where I'm from, right? I didn't grow up in neighborhoods with them. Bro, listen, I'll say this again. I grew up in Glendale. That's number one. Okay. I was born in Flushing. All right. All my family, all of them, are from Queens, Brooklyn, or North Jersey. Okay. And most of them are from Bay Ridge or Bensonhurst. You understand that? So even after I moved out of my neighborhood, okay, of Glendale, I was in Bensonhurst all the time, all the fucking time. I used to spend nights at my aunt's house on 16th Avenue all the time. We were there at least a couple of times a month for fucking years. Also in Bay Ridge, always. I was there until my early 20s all the fucking time. That's where my family was. Everything I did in life, whether it was buying DJ equipment, shopping for clothes, anything was done under that fucking L train in Bensonhurst. I don't know the neighborhoods, bro. My great grandmother lived in Broad Channel. Okay, I was in Howard Beach and shit all the fucking time. I don't know those neighborhoods. Okay, bro. Sure. No, the difference between me and the other people who lived in those neighborhoods is that I grew up and I have a functioning mind that's capable of thinking outside the box. I was fed the same bullshit you guys were. My dad used to tell me when I was a kid, and certain things would happen in the neighborhood. That's what these guys are here for. They keep the drug dealers out, blah, blah, blah. They keep us safe. I was told the same fucking thing, but I grew up and I learned things. You know what? It's like I believed in Santa Claus at one point, but I grew up. I put childish things aside. You understand? I believed in God. I was a religious person. Then I grew up, I did research, I learned things, and it occurred to me, holy shit, this is all nonsense I was taught. Nonsense. Okay? So now I'm an atheist. You understand? I think differently, Carmine. You don't realize there's a reason I'm successful on here. There's a reason I can talk for hours and hold an audience. It's because I think differently, and I know how to verbalize it. Okay? You could say that all you fucking want. All you want. Listen, there's good people in Bensonhurst that were glad to see a lot of those guys go. Glad to. I know it for a fact. Same with every other mob neighborhood. Think about all the business owners that aren't being extorted any fucking more. Think about all the people that can conduct their daily fucking life without that entity, that group, that presence hanging over them every fucking day. Think about that. Think about the prices that are no longer inflated because of certain organized crime groups on every product you can imagine, from construction to the price of a fucking chicken or a garment. Think about the drugs that aren't as prevalent. Okay, now that's ridiculous in a way because they're always going to be there. Okay, but look at any of these fucking mob guys going back 120 years. They were all international drug traffickers, okay, in one way or another. So on one hand, they kept, like I said the other day, they kept the Puerto Ricans and the blacks out from selling drugs in the neighborhood. So they just did it. Every fucking maid guy, every fucking captain, they all had crews of guys that were flooding the streets with drugs. You know what's funny about guys like you, Carmine Mineo, is that I know for a fact that there are maid guys that watch this show. And I know for a fact a lot of them don't disagree with what I'm saying. They know it's true. They might not like it, but they don't disagree. It's only you mob fanboys that swear up and down that this was such a good presence to have in your fucking community. And in a way, at a time, for Italians, it was. In a way. Okay? But that's only if you look at the good things. It's only if you look at the good things. Like, let's say he pays, let's say a mob guy in a neighborhood, he just paid some old lady's rent, which is mostly a myth too. But let's just say that happened. The guy on the other side of him, okay, in the same neighborhood, same block, he just took his whole fucking paycheck on a VIG from a gambling debt or something like that. And that's the money that went to pay this. You understand? You understand that in any ethnicity, in any ethnic group, any type of organized crime, there's always some type of organized crime that exists among ethnic groups. Okay, for Italians, it was the Mafia. But they prey only on their own people. They kill only their own people. They victimize only their own people. You understand that? I'm just looking at it from a realistic perspective. That's it. Only their own people. Where are they taking numbers every day? Spanish Harlem or Bensonhurst? Howard Beach? Bay Ridge? Where are they loan sharking and Shylocking at? Where? The Bronx? Well, certain parts. Where exactly? Where are they doing it? They're doing it in their own fucking neighborhood. Where are they charging these exorbitant fucking VIGs and stuff? The people that are paying fucking a fortune every fucking week and can't ever pay down the fucking principal because they can't afford to. And somebody's making a fortune on their fucking misery. Where do the drugs that let's just say it's the 80s now, who the fuck knows, but 80s, 90s, where did the drugs that flooded the streets of Queens and Brooklyn in the Italian neighborhoods, where did those drugs come from? Where? Let's take a specific example. When Georgie Adamo was trying to get high that night, right? Did he go uptown? Did he go to Harlem to try to score that shit? Or did he buy it from Fat Stevie Romano, or try to anyway, or rob him, whatever? You get my point. Who was his connect at that time? Who was he trying to get drugs from? An Italian kid from Bensonhurst, or some black guy in Harlem? And where do you think Stevie Romano got it from? You know what I'm saying? Any of them. Tell me I'm wrong. Just tell me I'm wrong about this stuff. This is true, or I'm going to go way down because I want to... Oh, okay, Roof Doctor. I got you. If the old mob guys were alive and operating today, they would be hanging Rainbow Pride. Because they're all about fairness and equality. Yeah, I mean, it's such an absurd thing, guys. It's such an absurd thing. You know, it's so funny because guys like Carmine Mineo, they're the first people to say, because I guarantee I know his politics. Oh, look what's going on in Chicago. Look, they're killing each other every fucking day. There's drugs everywhere. People OD and they're dying. Abortions left and right, blah, 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 blah. All this shit about the black people, right? What about your own fucking neighborhood? What? That's not happening amongst black people? I mean, I'm sorry, amongst Italian people, that's not happening? That wasn't happening in the 80s. Italians weren't killing each other left and right in the 70s and the 90s, and they weren't killing each other left and right and flooding their own streets with drugs. That wasn't taking place? No, you just ignore that. And when you look, oh, look what he did. How nice. Look, he look at the fireworks show he put on. Look, free hot dogs. Look, he handed out some backpacks to kids and turkeys on Thanksgiving. Those are our people, guys. When we loved them. Yeah, okay. And how did all that come about? How did all that come about? When an Italian kid OD'd in Bensonhurst, any Italian kid, where did his drugs come from? The drugs he OD'd on. Where do you think? If a store owner is paying protection money on 86th Street somewhere, or 18th Avenue, who's he paying it to? Who? Bumpy Johnson or somebody? Nah, not in that neighborhood. Nope. He was paying it to some connected guy or some made guy, or he was getting kicked up somewhere to one of the families. Okay, when you had to be taxed just to do any type of business. Even Italians in their own communities. And yes, I know there were certain Italians that got a pass. They didn't have to do that. But let's be honest. For the most part, these are facts about the mob. They are. So listen, is there still a street side of me that thinks the gangster shit is cool in a way? And even in my own head, I miss the way I lived. I was never a gangster, but you know what I'm saying? I miss the old adrenaline rush of being a criminal. And I still think to an extent, it's an exciting way of life and stuff. And I still, in my own mind, kind of give criminals a little bit of a pass. Sure. But you guys have put me in a spot where I got to really sit back and think about it and say, wait a minute, hold on. I see the way I think, guys, I can't not look at the other side of what a person is saying. I can't. So if I hear somebody say Anthony Spiro was a pillar in his community and he put clothes on school kids' backs and he paid rents and stuff, I got to think, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, absolutely. But what else did he do? Okay, it's only people like MRE who are so blinded, but by their love and their fucking their fantasy of what the mob is. and his love, like, for the people that were around him that were, mob guys, whatever, that he's not willing to look at who they were. It's like Angel. You can't tell Angel that her dad was a bad guy and a gangster. You can't. She refuses to listen. She refuses to believe it. Trust me, I know, because when I said it before, first thing she said is, I'm not listening to your show anymore. I can't hear these things about my father. What, the facts, you mean? Okay, so yeah, okay, you can look at John Gotti and say, you know what, he raised a hell of a family. He was a provider. He was this, that, whatever. Okay, he was good to his friends. Which none of that is really that true, but you could say that. But then you got to look at, wait a minute, what did he do in the street? So the whole argument about how these mob guys are these great fucking people who should be revered in their community, it's kind of a misplaced. It's like a I don't know. It's a fantasy, guys. It's a delusion. That these guys are here to protect you. They would kill you in a fucking heartbeat if you owed them money, or if you disrespected one of them, or if you said the wrong thing to the wrong guy's wife or girlfriend. They will kill you in a heartbeat. It don't matter if they knew you since the day you were fucking born. They don't care. They don't care about the Italians in their community. They don't give a fuck. If you can help them, if you're benefiting them, if you're making them money, if you're paying them, they care about you. Until that stops, then they don't care if you live or die. And they might even be the person who makes that decision for you. So it's just an absurd thing. It's ridiculous. And it's a lifestyle of guys. Where do they end up? These good guys who do nothing but take care of their community. Why do all of them end up dead or in prison or in the witness fucking protection program? If they were all such good guys, you would think there'd be a different outcome. How many of them move to Miami and retire? Live out their last years free and legit? None. Okay? So, I mean, come on, guys. The fantasy of the mafia is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, it needs to be taken. People need to take a serious look at it and really put some thought into it, because it's stupid. It's stupid to actually sit there and say that these guys, if you grew up, like what Carmine just said, you didn't grow up in the neighborhoods, you don't know. I don't. Bro, listen, I told you I was educated about the mafia since the day I was fucking born. It was the only thing I knew. It was the only thing I knew. And of course, they were all around me in my fucking neighborhood in the area I lived. What do you mean? What do you fucking mean? I knew who John Gotti was before I knew who Abraham Lincoln was. No bullshit. Okay, I was educated on it by my whole fucking family. I was told the stories about what certain guys that my grandfather was connected with. I only mentioned one, but there was another. There was another couple of guys my grandfather was very close to, very powerful guys. They both wound up getting killed. But another pair of guys that were in my grandfather's life that did some wonderful things for him and my family. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I was schooled on all this shit. I know exactly what it's like to grow up in one of those neighborhoods, because I did. You know what I'm saying? And then I spent how many years after that in one of the most mafia populated neighborhoods in the whole entire fucking country, Bensonhurst. I was there all the fucking time. My cousins were born and raised there. You know what I mean? I knew everything. Like, you don't think my cousin took me around the neighborhood every time, showed me things, pointed people out, told me what was going on? I spoke to some of his friends who had very powerful fathers, shit like that. I knew about all that shit. I just... Like everyone else, I was impressed with it, except the difference between me and you is once I grew up and I got on here and I started learning some things, I started to look at the reality of it. I'm not impressed with it anymore. I'm just not. What I've come to learn is that it's the same as any other street life, just a little more glamorous. Any street life, any criminal world, any criminal lifestyle ends up the same. You become a rat, you end up dead, or you go to prison for the rest of your life. Period. That's it. The only difference is those guys wore fancy suits and had some political pull and stuff like that. The average criminal group doesn't have what the mob had and never will. That's what makes it stand out. Other than that, it's no different. Kieran Ahern, Fat Bald-Sicilian Mob Tube. Yes, FBS. IRA and loyalist groups in Ireland were our mafia. Same shite. I had to pay a little for security. Of course. I mean, come on. Yeah, those people in those neighborhoods that looked up to the mob guys and thought they were being protected by them were being taxed every fucking day by them and just didn't realize it. You know what I mean? Like, look at that study, like Tommy Gambino and the Garment Center and all these different things. I mean, everything, every fucking item in New York, the price was raised on it. The inflation was caused by the mafia themselves. Now, these mafia fanboys, all Republicans, are running around talking about Biden and his inflation. It's so fucking funny. You don't even understand. The same things you're bitching about are things that in another area of your life are just fine with you or almost to your benefit somehow. It's absurd. It's fucking ridiculous. Abe chopped down trees while Gotti chopped off heads. Yeah, I mean, come on, let's be honest, guys. Listen, I'm not some fucking social justice warrior or crusader against the mob. No, I'm not at all. You know, in a sick way, I guess you could say, look up to certain guys like him. You know what I mean? And it'll always be in my head because that's who I am. Like I said, you force me to look at the opposite side of it when you say dumb shit like MRE says. First time I heard Anthony Spear or FBS say, first time I heard MRE say that Anthony Spiro was this good guy and just protected his community, it put me in a position where I'm like, wait a minute, let me think about this for a second. Did he? Okay, and then I come out with some facts that you guys, especially the fanboys, just don't like. MRE is the worst of the worst. He 100% supports NB Lauren, and Angel supports MRE Josie, Vinny Green, to name a few. She gets zero respect. Angel lost my respect a long time ago. I couldn't believe she, and I didn't get the second one yet. Yeah, I know. Angel and MRE, yes, they support all the scumbags. Well, MRE is one himself, and Angel supports him. But yep, Vinny Green, a proven fraud. All of them. Josie, absolute scumbag of a human being, pig, animal, woman. You know what I mean? All of them. Yeah. Salvatore Ruggiero, Angelo's brother, was the biggest heroin trafficker in New York. The man was a millionaire that died in a plane crash. Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on, man. What are we talking about here? It's just so ridiculous. You guys make me give this silly speech every fucking time, but look how they made Henry Hill look in Goodfellas, then go watch him on Stern. Yeah, you don't even have to watch him on Stern. You know, there's people that knew him back in the day that would tell you what he was really like. But yeah, in fucking Goodfellas, they got Ray Liotta, this good-looking guy, to play him in the fancy suits and the stacks of money in his waistband and all this. Come on, bro. You know, the average fucking made guy is broke, is running around scrambling, trying to get fucking money together to kick up. I mean, these guys, it's not that glamorous. Listen, I'll read Sammy the Bull's book, even Underboss. His first years in the life, bro, he's fucking broke. He's borrowed money. He couldn't afford to do a fucking thing. You know, these guys, like John Gotti. Look at John Gotti. The guy probably gambled away 95% of every dollar he ever made. They said he'd bet on 2 cockroaches running up the wall. Listen to Sammy's book. When Sammy had to give his usual tribute early one month, just because John Gotti wanted to gamble $120,000 in a fucking weekend. I mean, it's not that glamorous. It's just not. In South Philly, John Stanford was the biggest heroin dealer. He was bringing it in with fruit before him, and Angelo Bruno was the biggest meth dealer. They brought the P2P, and yeah, of course, Angelo Bruno, absolutely, and Stanford. Yeah, but that's something Angelo Bruno, that's a little known fact about him, really, when it comes down to it. He's the biggest fucking drug dealer in Philadelphia. Not with his own hands, of course, but he was behind it all. Henry Hill was primed up to be a badass on Goodfellas. He was merely a stuttering, muttering fuck. Yeah. They say they kept drugs off the streets. What a laugh. I know. I mean, come on. Like, kept drugs off the streets. Most of the drugs wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for them. Now, if none of them were involved in drugs and they kept the other ethnic groups out from the other neighborhoods coming in selling drugs, you'd be 1,000% right. But when the facts tell us that the mob guys were the ones flooding their own neighborhoods with drugs, how can anybody say they kept drugs off the streets? When the mob guys, when facts tell us, were the ones extorting their own people and running bookmaking operations and shylocking and fucking numbers rackets in their own neighborhoods, how could you say they protected their own neighborhoods? When every fucking murder committed in Howard Beach and Bensonhurst and Bay Ridge and places like that was mob related, how can you say they protected their own neighborhoods? All the bodies in the street were left there by them. What do you mean? Come on. Phyllis Birdie, a woman, had her fucking head chopped off. John Favara vanished, was cut in half with a fucking chainsaw because he accidentally hit the son of John Gotti. And it goes on and on. Alan Kaiser was killed. Innocent victim was killed because of fucking Sammy the Bull and what he was doing. Okay, a shootout that had nothing to do with Alan Kaiser. Okay, so I mean, come on, like, and it goes on and on and on. There's a ton. Look at Greg Scarpa killed a woman. I mean, come on. Henry Hill was strung out and really snorted more blow than he sold. Oh yeah, of course. Look at Diker Heights. Anybody familiar with Diker Heights in here? I'm sure most of you are. Look at this beautiful neighborhood, mansion after mansion. I used to walk around Diker Heights as a kid all the fucking time. All the time. Beautiful neighborhood. The kind of neighborhood you would never imagine there'd be a shootout in or something like that. Look at the stuff that went on. I mean, come on. It's just ridiculous. This stuff wasn't happening from black gangs or Spanish gangs or people like that coming in from different neighborhoods. It was happening from Italians doing it to other Italians. Simple as that. Oh, he said most of these guys were degenerate gamblers. Yeah, degenerate gamblers, drug addicts, everything, of course. It's unbelievable how there's people like MRE act like they're crusading for the days of yesteryear. They really are deluded. They are, bro. They are, man. There's this romanticized version of the mob that they see, that Dominic sees, that Angel sees, that MRE sees, that Chicky sees, that all these guys, oh, look what they did for our neighborhoods. Look what they did for the people. Yeah, really take a look at it and then get back to me. Because what you're talking about is that's the kind of shit we all heard as kids. Say what you want about me, but I grew up in a neighborhood just like that. Okay, I grew up in Glendale. Okay, it was a mob neighborhood, just like all the neighborhoods around it in Queens. Okay, at the time. Okay, and we're all told that as kids. We're all told, they're bad guys, but there are bad guys. You know, they take care of us. They do this. They do that. You know, and we all think that as kids. The difference is some of us snap out of it and some of us don't. And a lot of people in here, like Carmine, for example, just never snapped out of it and really took a look at what went on. Angelo Bruno allowed the Gambinos to set up shop in New Jersey. Yes. Most mob soldiers don't have a dime and they turn to selling drugs to make a living. Absolutely. I don't know. It depends. Let me see. I might. I have a feeling I'm going to have to because something might be taking place in a little while. Oh, thank you, Kieran. I appreciate that. He said, my cousin told me about you, so just started watching. He is right. You're good, bro. I appreciate that, man. For the few Robin Hood stories that exist with the mob, the bad way outweighs the good. Exactly. That's the thing. That's Robin Hood. That's how MRE sees Rocco and Anthony Spiro. They were Robin Hoods in their community. No, they weren't. They weren't stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. They were stealing from the poor and making themselves rich. That's the mafia. It's all about fucking money. It's all about money, just like any criminal organization. It's so bizarre that there's people on here like Carmine who, and MRE and Angel and Dominic who say these things. And I have to go over this and over this. It's ridiculous. Angelo Bruno could have been hit by Anthony Caponegro due to drug profits. Plus, when Scarfo became boss, the first thing he did was kill a Greek meth dealer, and he gave the business to Long John. Yeah, that's what it was. Angelo Bruno was making a fucking fortune off of drugs. Meanwhile, he's telling his guys, you can't get involved in drugs. You know what I mean? So the people in the neighborhood, you even see them on the interviews and stuff. Oh, he didn't do drugs. Angelo Bruno, it was about that. He wouldn't do drugs. I think his daughter said that. These guys wanted to be involved in drugs, and he wouldn't allow it, and that's why he was killed. No. They just got sick of the hypocrisy. You're making fucking millions, and you're telling us we can't make a living on the street. That's what it comes down to. Life on the Run, A Mafia Childhood by Greg and Gina Hill. Excellent book written by Henry Hill's two. Oh, really? I didn't even know about that. They were so sick of Goodfellas' book, Wise Guy, Henry's cookbook, his interviews, etc. Damn, I got to see that. Life on the Run, John O'Master. Do me a favor, bro. Could you email me that so I don't forget? Joe Waverly had a cop killed because he married his ex-wife. He certainly did. Galante would grab a junkie every time he got his shipment and shoot them up to determine how much cut to add to the heroin. Diluted equals full of shit, exactly. They wanted to tell the real story of their father and his degenerative ways and bullshit. They were in WITSEC 4 years and had to be moved 4 times. Yeah, I heard his version of it. I'd like to hear theirs. Red was in Marion. Gotti made life difficult for himself, calling guards and cons N-word all the time. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it, yeah. Diker Heights full of mobsters, yep. Diker Heights was lit up beautiful with beautiful lights during the Christmas season. I'm sorry. Diker Heights was lit up with beautiful lights during the Christmas season. I just sold my house. Very sad, but happy too. Did you live in Diker Heights, Shinebox? Yeah, beautiful neighbor. That's where every Christmas I spent the first, 20-something years of my life in Diker Heights. Absolutely. Beautiful. FBS, don't take that picture off your wall until MRE takes the Hitler pics off his arm. A good idea. Teledelphia, I was definitely not in the chat today. He was dropping 600 square feet of hardwood flooring. Well, damn. Hardworking man. I got all the respect in the world for you, PeeWee. And Tony's mad at you. Tony, I know your story, PeeWee. I know how you got your fucking tow truck. You want to talk about that, PeeWee? You want to talk about the tow truck? I know every fucking thing. You don't want to fuck with me, PeeWee, okay? I know your story, and I'll tell it. I swear to God, I'll tell your story to everybody on fucking YouTube. You keep going on FBS's show and talking shit. You see what happens, PeeWee. Fucking scumbag. He said you were setting him up and trying to get 300 G from your wife. Quite a few things he said. Billy the Quid, he said you was setting him up and trying to get 300 G. What? What are you talking about, Billy the Quid? Oh, it's about, you want to join Teledelphia? You want to answer, not like you need to, but you want to answer some of Tony Pizza's accusations? FBS, I'd love to know what is taking place. Well, I think this, I don't want to promote his show, but a certain scumbag who did a lot of time in prison apparently is going to be doing a show in a little while, and I think it's mainly going to be about me and Lee Cole. Roof Doctor, thank you so much. He said, I've been here from day one, never commenting. Not that you ask or probably don't give a fuck, but I'm proud of you. You consistently grow as a content creator. Keep trusting your head and your heart. Roof Doctor, thank you so much for the Venmo, bro. You're the man, bro. You've been hooking me up a lot, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. It's the end of the month. I'm trying to earn my paycheck for the 21st. So whatever you guys give in the next few days, it means a lot to me. Thank you very much. Dominic Creel should ask his brother and father if John Gotti Jr. is a rat and he and Angel are hypocrites. Yeah, well, that's the funniest part about We Push Back. She's like an ambassador for We Push Back. And say what you want about John Jr. I've always said I got a lot of respect for the man, but there's no denying what he did. Okay, I listen. I pussyfooted around it because I was friends with Angel, but you can't take that away. You sat with the FBI, you gave them information, period. I don't care what the information was. You gave them information. That's it. Yes, he was shacked up in a hotel with some guy. 288 people right now, guys. Everybody, please hit the like button. Donate if you would like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And for the love of Gunsmoke, hit the notification bell. I don't blame you, Teledelphia. Oh, PeeWee doesn't have a wrench? I thought. You want to come on, PeeWee? Yeah, I'll drop the link. You don't have to. If you want to, you can. And I'll give you a wrench real quick. I thought you had one. Trying to rob his wife for 300 G's? Okay. Yeah, I highly doubt it. But Teledelphia has a platform right here. If he would like to come on and answer it, I totally understand if he doesn't want to because he doesn't need to. We know the differences between him and Tony. PeeWee is a hardworking man, obviously a stand-up guy and a family man. And Tony Peach is a fucking scumbag. You know what I mean? Nothing more, nothing less. Just a piece of shit on the fucking street begging for money and on YouTube saying, please, 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 I need a hotel room for the night because it's going to rain in New York City. He's a fucking parasite. 301 people right now, guys. Everybody, please hit the like button. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, brother, man? So wait, I wanted to rob $300,000 from my wife. That's my money.
Well, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's probably his money anyway. Yeah.
Wait, and what else did they say now? I don't even waste my time watching this dude. For real, I don't even waste my time anymore. After everything I did for him, I don't even bother with that dude.
Well,
so what is this guy Billy saying? First of all, I wasn't even on Tony. I would never be. I haven't been on Tony's chat since I found out he did with the hotel. When I told her, I remember I said I put him up in a hotel, and then when I got back, somehow he swizzled the money out and he was gone. But whatever. And then I see the comment saying, I did want him to sit my house. That's true. But drugs? FBS, you know how to do the thing, the criminal act. Ready? PP number 721932. Grant Gambone. Look it up. You'll see about 23 aggravated assaults, about 6 different sentences, 3 state sentences. Show me one drug charge. Go ahead. You know how to do the inmate thing, the people's background. PP number 721932 in Philadelphia. Also in Jersey, I had some stolen cars with my tow truck business. You look it up. State numbers JV 5063. I also have another state number from like 92. It was a BA number so long ago, I don't remember it. Look up all my state numbers. Look everything up. You'll not see one drug charge. So this dude saying that I had drugs in my house, you're going to make me come out of retirement.
Yeah, fucking accusations, bro. It's crazy.
But see, and I didn't lie on him. That's what bothers me. I never said he was a drunk. I never said he was a drug addict. I didn't say he was a homo. I just said he takes advantage of people. I mean, I was just honest. I didn't say it. Did I say anything bad about the dude? For real. I only told the truth. Everybody who throws them accusations out about him, the whole thing with his jaw, that's because he doesn't use the glue for his teeth. But the fact of the matter is that the dude's got to lie on me. That perturbs me.
Yeah.
And that's not a good thing.
Well, Billy the Quid said that he said it's not your wife. She's married to a gangster in prison.
What?
Yeah, he said that your wife is not your wife. She's actually married to a gangster in prison.
No, Amory had an ex-boyfriend that was never a gangster. He was an oxy dealer and whacked somebody, but she has a kid with him. But that's Tony Pizza. Yes, my wife did have a boyfriend that was involved in drug dealing. The oxy thing. When was the oxys? That was like early 2000, like 2005, 2006 when oxys. Yeah, he did whack that. It's a half truth again. That's Tony. He takes a little bit of the truth and then runs with it. But see now, you're going to perturb me. You're going to perturb me.
No, bro, that's why I don't believe you. I mean, I don't blame you one bit if you just want to drop it and not even talk about it, because you don't need to answer any of this shit anyway.
Yeah, no. See, listen, I just gave my PP number, my state numbers and everything. So anybody can look. Grant Gambone, birth date 12/1/70. What else do you want to know? I have nothing to hide. My face is on here. I'm giving you my date of birth. I'm giving my prison photo. PP number, by the way, for people who don't know, in Pennsylvania, that's where you go. You get PP numbers. That's how, when you first get locked up, you get PP numbers. You know that. You're in PA.
Yeah.
So look me up. I got about 26 cases and not one drug case. Everything you were just talking about. I was a jerk off, a wannabe, and after 9 years in a fucking cage, I was like, fuck you, and fuck you. And you can kiss my ass. I'm not going back to that life.
I don't blame you one bit, bro.
But you know what the thing is? Tony Pizza, if I was lying, he could have called me when he was lying. He knows both of my cell phone numbers. He could have called me. I would gladly jumped on. There's no lying about anything I said. I didn't even talk bad about him. Only thing I did was just pull the carpet out from under on the whole Soma thing. That was it.
Yeah, well,
and I gave him a ton of. Listen, he had a great gimmick. I was opening up the cheesesteak place. He could have kept his YouTube channel. He could have been filming from the grill. He would have been making money hand over fist from the YouTube, because people would have loved to see him do great. And plus, he was going to make $1,500 a week flipping cheesesteaks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll take that job, bro. Let's open up a cheesesteak place. I'll take that.
I'm already in the works. I'm still going through the red tape. The cheesesteak place is still going to open. So anybody who wants to come down, Bonita Springs. The rent was ridiculous in Naples. So I opened up in Bonita Springs is about 15 miles from Naples. It's more south. It's where the airport is, Fort Myers. Bonita Springs is between Fort Myers and Naples. So I'm going to open up in Bonita. And I got the bread coming from. I already made the deal with Ralphie Versa. Anybody on here from Philly or South Jersey knows who Versa Bakery is. He's sending me the bread down there, should I say. But the whole Tony Pizza thing, man, he has my cell phone number. If I'm lying, give me a call, Tony Pizza, because we'll go on FBS. Tony Pizza, if you're watching, drop the link for him, FBS. How about that?
Well, how about
if I'm lying, come on. Come on.
All right, listen. Somebody want to let Tony Pizza know we're looking for him? I'll drop the link for him.
I'm here. I want to rob my wife for $300. I want to rob my own money. Makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. Well, this one, he said that
my old lady will get on the phone. Listen, she carries. She'll put one in his ass. She carries a little 320.
Nice. Billy the Quid said he said you wanted him to house sit to set him up for robbing your house. You had drugs in.
Bring Tony Pizza on, man. I did want Tony Pizza to house sit. Bring Tony. It's not that I wanted him to house sit. I wanted to give him somewhere to live. That's the funny part.
No,
it wasn't even about house sitting. I don't need nobody to watch my house. I was in Philly doing a job. I missed my wife. She came down to see me for a couple weeks. And I said, Tone, stay at the house.
Yeah, you were trying to help
I
the
don't think.
fucking guy.
Yeah. But so now it went from house sitting to. But wait, what would be stealing drugs out of my house? How's that set? What am I going to call the insurance company for drugs? What the fuck? I don't understand.
It doesn't make
Am I
any
going to put
sense,
an
man.
insurance claim? They stole my drugs. I need to put an insurance claim in. That makes no sense. What is he
No, it
talking
doesn't.
about?
Shinebox said, "PeeWee, no good deed goes unpunished."
Listen, Tony Pizza ever comes downtown, all these telephone tough guys and YouTube tough guys, you got my PP number. Look it up. Everybody has it. When I see Tony Pizza, I'm not going to beat him up because I'm not a bully, but I will kick him in his ass and smack him like that. I won't beat him. I don't beat people up I know I can beat up, but I will smack the dentures out of his mouth. And I'm not going to New York to look for him. I'm not going here to look for him. I got better things to do in life. But if Tony Pizza ever comes downtown, I'll do what I got to do. But I won't beat him up. I promise you that. But I will smack him. I'll take the dentures. We'll go live and I'll have the teeth in my hand. I'll have his grill.
That's funny. That would be hilarious. He wants to. He keeps saying shit. I don't even know if you want to bring this up, or if you want to talk about this. But he said
I don't give a fuck.
His other thing is that your daughter's not yours. What the fuck kind of shit is that to say?
No, dude, she's not. Whatever.
Oh. So what does that mean?
I do have three. I have three children with my ex-wife. I'm an old man. I'm 51. My son's 26. He's getting married this year. My other daughter's 24. And then I have another son that's 18. That's with my first wife. My daughter in Florida is Anne-Marie's daughter. And so, but I raised her.
You're a stepdad. So what? Yeah. So what the fuck is wrong with that?
See, I don't even look at her as my stepdad. The dude's doing life. I'm going to be the one to walk her down the aisle. So what? And she's not my biological daughter. What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Bro,
Billy,
they do the same thing to me. They do the same thing to me. They make fun of the fact that I'm a stepdad. Like, oh, he takes care of kids that aren't his own. That's a good thing.
Oh, I'm insulted. My feelings are hurt. Okay, yeah, G is not my biological daughter, but she calls me dad, so I must be doing something right. I mean, is that supposed to be insulting or something? Is that a bad thing that I take care?
Well, you're talking about Tony Pizza. His mind is so twisted, bro. This is the guy that says that he makes fun of people on welfare and shit, but he begs for fucking money all day long. So he's not exactly all there.
I mean, how about the fact that I didn't answer the phone fast enough and he found my old lady on Facebook and DM'd her to get $500 from her? Did he dispute that?
No, I don't think he did.
Like I said, if he has anything to dispute, drop the link for him. Tell him to come on. You know somebody already told him we're on. You know he knows.
Yeah, somebody on here can get a hold of him. Call him and tell him we're waiting for him. I keep.
If Sess is watching, there's a dude Sessa who I know from South Philly. That's probably how he knows about the tow truck business I had in South Philly. We were wreck chasers. Oh, that was a lovely business. Let me tell you, you can make a lot of money wreck chasing. I know that puts you right now, though. Too much money. There's too much money involved with wreck chasing. Go directly to jail. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200.
What do you do?
You got the police scanners in your tow trucks, and you go to accidents, and there's no laws in Philadelphia. That's chasing. And once you get the car in your shop, oh my God! As soon as it gets in my shop, it's $800. Lock keeper, shopkeeper, tow and storage, clean and clear. Oh, there's so much money involved with chasing. It got me in.
That want to kill you, though, right?
Nah, because it all gets billed to the insurance company. You don't take a car unless there's full coverage on it. And then, if it's an out-of-state driver, if they got full tort, the lawyer gives you $1,000 a body. The physical therapist gives you $500 a body. You can make $5,000-$6,000 off every hit. Yeah, the popo had. You look at my record. You'll see the insurance fraud and everything else that has to do with the body shop and wreck chasing I had. Part of my parole is. Part of my last parole when I got out from my last state sentence, part of my parole was I couldn't get involved with tow trucks or the body shop. So I went back to building. A lot of money in that. A lot of
Hey, at
money.
least you know how to
Listen,
make money, bro.
a hit would come in for 1,500. By the time the insurance company got there, it was hit for 10,000.
Jesus Christ.
I'd be like,
Holy
don't worry
shit.
about it. I'll save your deductible. I'll save the deductible. I'll even pay half of the rental bill because it's a 33% markup in the body shop business. A lot of money in that game. That's why they're trying to regulate it. They want DRPs, direct repair shops. They don't like independent shops because, we do what we got to do.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to, you can't spend the check. That's when you get in trouble. When you start spending the checks before you fix the cars, because then you're going to jail. Because what people do is the money's coming in so fast. There's so much money involved. They don't fix the cars. And before you know it, they're buying their own cars, buying houses, buying jewelry, and they just close the shop up. Cars never get fixed. And in Philly, you can get away with it. You just close the doors, get business privilege licenses. You can start a business in Philly for $200. Just close your shop up, open another shop, $200, pay the insurance, and there you go again. You're doing the same dumb shit. See, I was smart enough that
in the beginning, I thought you were talking about something else. I thought you were talking about towing random cars and shit.
No, that's called auto theft. But if you look at some of them charges now, like if a Mercedes came in, say like a 500 SL or whatever, and not to say there wasn't a crew of guys in South Philly that would go tow those cars, take the parts off, and they ended up in my shop. I remember a fender off an SL 600, that would be like $1,800, where I could pay this dude $200 for the same fender. Headlights on a Benz, headlights are $2,500 a piece. So dude would take a whole front end off the car. I'd buy the whole front end off them. But see, with Benz is everything serial numbered up. So one day they came in the shop and that was a wrap. Don't pass go, don't collect $200. It is what it is. But it was fun though.
I'm moving to Philly.
No, New York was out of control. They were shooting each other at the accident scenes. New York had the same deal. They changed the law before. Philadelphia still didn't change the law. New York had changed the law. That's where chasing started, wreck chasing with the tow trucks. And them dudes started shooting each other. There was so much money involved. Listen, it's a good game to be in, but you just can't be too greedy. I got greedy. That's what happens.
Bro, that's any crime, bro. As soon as you get greedy, it's all over.
Yeah, it's the truth. Just like you were just talking about with all this shit going on with the organized crime shit. It's the truth. I gave these dudes 9 years of my life being a wannabe. 9 years. That last stint, I got out. I'm like, I'm done. The one before that, I think, what was the last time? Last time I went away, I did a 3 in 08. I got out on 2011. 08. Before that, I got out, got done doing 2 years. Billy Andrews came to my body shop. He's like, yo, Mousy wants to see you. I knew when I left and got in his car, I was going back to prison. And everybody can look the names up I'm talking about. When Billy came to my body shop and said, yo, Mousy heard you're out. He wants to see you. I knew the minute I got in his car, I was going back to prison. And I was a jerk off that still did it. After I got out that time, I was done. I've been out since around 2011, 2012, whatever it was. That was my last stint. I'm still friends with all them dudes. And I talk shit to them. They laugh at me. I'm like, you're a jerk off. Yeah. Look what's going on with Philly now with Stevie Mazzone, Dominic Grande. All them dudes are going to jail.
I know.
And they're going to keep going. I mean, they're going to keep going back. I mean, I love these dudes like they're my brothers. I grew up with them my whole life. We went to grade school together. We known each other. We grew up in the same neighborhood. We played baseball, t-ball together, Little League baseball, football together at St. Monica's. I mean, they're still my friends, but there's no, that life is short-lived, brother. And even when, here goes a perfect example. I lived at 17th and Rittner, right across from St. Monica's Church. Stevie Mazzone lived on Bancroft Street. All of a sudden, one day, there's 10 cop cars, undercover cars, all this shit going on. I'm hiding down the basement. Apparently, Stevie's hiding down in his basement. my girl at the time wasn't my wife. My girl Marie, she's calling Danielle Mazzone. Danielle's calling her. They're talking on the phone. I'm like, they're not coming to my house. Marie's like, no, they're not for PeeWee. Danielle's like, no, they're not for Stevie. Meanwhile, they're locking up a pedophile or priest from St. Monica's. But meanwhile, we're hiding in our basement thinking they're coming for us. That's the life you live. Just because there was a bunch of cop cars on the neighborhood, you think you're going to jail. I mean,
Bro,
my kid.
One time, bro, I jumped out of a third-story window because there was a cop outside, and I was sure he was there for me. Turns out he was there trying to pick my brother up on a warrant. I almost broke both my fucking legs, bro. I hauled ass. Had nothing to do with me.
That was the same thing. Well, I'm in the basement for 3.5 hours hiding. It had nothing to do with me at all. Same thing with Stevie.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, it wasn't even about. I wasn't even running with Stevie's crew. I was with Stanford's crew. We were against each other, but we had an unwritten rule against each other. Listen, we live a half a block from each other. Both of our kids go to school. So when it comes to me and you, has nothing to do with nothing. But that's the life you live, man. It's just a bunch of bullshit. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Like when you were talking about how people, they take from their neighborhood. I grew up with a girl, her father was a gambling degenerate. I would take the bets from him. We beat him up pretty good one time. He had to pay the debt off, but we were sitting in Quattro's at 13th Street. We're sitting in Quattro's. The family comes with 10 dimes, pays the debt off, but they say don't take no more bets for him. Next day, the debt's clear. That dude's coming in with $2,000 bets, $3,000 bets. You damn Skippy, I took them bets again. His family's going to pay the debt off. They did it once already. They're going to pay their father's debt off again, or somebody's going to come up with the money. I prayed on him. I prayed on the dude. And after I go to prison, I'm sitting in jail. I'm like, man, I'm a real piece of shit. Like all through the neighborhood, the people I went to school with, they're like, that dude's a scumbag. It's not men of honor anymore. You're a scumbag. I pray. He preyed on weak people.
Yeah, bro, it's the same thing as drug. It's the same thing as drug dealing. Like I knew guys, you know, that they would just have a real bad run, you know, getting high too much, whatever. They would say, bro, listen, I'm not going to be calling you for a while. I'm taking a break. I wanted their paycheck, bro. So every day I knew they got paid, I would hit them up, bro. I got some fire. I'd put the thought in their fucking head because I knew it would get them to spend all their money and they'd be getting high for the whole weekend. And I get their whole paycheck. So that's what you do in the criminal world, bro. You fucking prey on people.
Exactly. And then it gets worse. Then my daughter's in school. Now, these are my kids I'm talking about. My daughter, Tony, she goes to St. Monica. She's in school. All the kids in the classroom get invited to the birthday party. My daughter don't get invited. Why? Because, that's PeeWee's daughter. God forbid, don't invite her. Something happens. That dude's crazy. He's going to come around like an animal. My kids had to pay the price of me being a piece of shit. It's a shame. So many times she was excluded out of things because people didn't want the ramifications if something happened. When somebody pulls her hair, little kids get in fights, or whatever happens. Somebody breaks her heart. You know, right away, my daughter didn't have a normal life because I was a piece of shit. I see that now. And I try to explain, like, I'll preach to my friends, like, yo, dude, you know what you're doing? And they're like, man, what are you talking about? Just because you're scared doesn't mean I have to be scared. Oh, I'm scared? Okay. You let me know when you're doing 10 to 20, because in PA, you know how it goes. Front is at least minimal, half the minimal of your back, unless you do Fed time. I never did Fed time. I pled guilty. I was smart. Because state time in PA is sweet time. You get cable TV in your cell in PA. You go to the gym. And Graterford, I played volleyball, softball. So I was always smart. I knew how to fly under the radar and take that guilty plea with the quickness. Fuck go to trial. You ain't maxing me out. I knew I was guilty. You know what I mean? I wasn't delusional. I knew I was a scumbag.
Bro, see, that's what I always talk about, bro. Like, what is it about us? We could take responsibility for our shit, but so many of these fucking guys, they won't even hold their family members and shit responsible for their own actions, no less themselves. Like you take
my father. Listen, the whole my father thing. The fact that
my father.
the fact that your father is responsible for at least 100 deaths.
Probably.
But that was his lifestyle. But the fact that you shouldn't even be on here talking about how great of a man he was. It makes no sense to me. I'm not just her. I don't want to single her out. I don't know that woman. I've probably watched 20 minutes of her third show, and I just had enough of it because she was delusional. To each his own. But there's plenty of people on here, family members. Like my old lady, she watched that Mob Wives shit. I mean, like, what are you watching this stuff for? They're glorifying scumbags. I know, and I can say that because I was almost a scumbag. I wasn't a scum. I was a wannabe scumbag, which is 10 times worse than being a scumbag. I was a wannabe scumbag. How about this? Now, this is the part that nobody talks about. So I'm running around. I'm trying to get in. I'm hanging the Quattros. I'm with them dudes or whatever. And I get a phone call at 12 o'clock at night. Yo, my wife needs tampons. Run to Walgreens and grab them for me. I had to go pick fucking tampons up for a fucking maid dude's wife. And you got to do it. Like, you don't hear about that story. Oh, go do this. Go run and get my wife eggs and milk. Go run and go get my kid water balloons. And these are things. The reason why I'm saying these things is because they actually happen. Go get my kids balloons because they want to have a water balloon fight. And you go and do it like a jerk off. And I got 9 years in, 4 in the county and 5 in the state. And the best part is I'm committing crime. I'm doing the time, but I'm giving these dudes half my money. That's when I figured it out. I'm giving you half my money, but you ain't doing half my time. What the fuck is wrong with this picture? After, like I said, if I would have went to work at McDonald's, I would have made more money. When it all said and done. If I would have worked at McDonald's between the bail, forget the bail. Because half of the times I didn't bail out because I knew I was guilty. See, I don't, because if I bail out, I'm not, if you look at my record, I got about umpteen bench warrants because I bailed out. So now catch me if you can. I'm not volunteering to go to prison. So half of the time when they lock me up, I'm like, don't even pay my bail. I'm not even going out. Unless I knew I was going to do years, then I would bail out, get my shit together, get my affairs together and all that stuff. But half of the time, I'd be like, nah, just keep me. That's where I get the county time at. I'd be like, nah, give me that 11 half to 23. Run that in. Run that in. Run that 11 half to 23 in. That's 11 half to 23 months. You do 9 months in PA. In PA, you do 9 months. Run that 11 and a half to 23 in. Quick. Don't get that deal. Sign that deal, brother. I'm not even getting out. I'm starting my sentence right now.
Yeah, you could do that in the county then, 11 and a half to 23 in PA.
Right, and back then in Philly, we still had TVs in the county in Holmesburg and the House of Corrections. Now when they opened up CFCF and PIC, they didn't have TVs and all in your cells. But back in the day, because my PP number 721-932, that's from 88. That's how old my PP number is, 1988. Back then, we had TVs in the county jail and shit, not just upstate. But Fed time is worse. People are like, oh, I'd rather go to the Feds. Hell no. You want to go do state time if you're in PA, because it's better time. But you're doing day for day. You're not getting out. See, Jersey time, sweet time now, because I did if you look it up, you'll see I did Jersey time, state time with the Bagada case. So I was in Southern State there. Now it's in Jersey, you get comp time and all that shit. So you only do a little like 7.5 months off every year. So that's sweet time. You get that in Jersey. But in PA, it's always your half your max is your minimal. Now they could always go more. Like say if you get like a 5 to 10, or you can get a 5 to 22. But whatever your front time is, and you have to do your front time. And if you're violent, they're denying you the first time, sometimes maybe even the second time. You ain't even getting paroled. Governor Ridge started that back in the 90s.
Yeah.
So I know what I'm talking about. You get the red stamp right away. Red stamp, violent crime.
I don't have many friends who haven't been in state prison or the Fed. So trust me, especially PA. And I've done enough county time. I know everything about this fucking.
Right. See, now you're from Youngstown, so if you were from Youngstown, you would get classified. It was called Western. It's outside of Pittsburgh. Now, if you're in the Southeast region in Philly, you go to Graterford. But everybody goes to Camp Hill to get classified.
Yep.
Like when you first go up there, I went to Graterford. You sit on E block. You do that for about a month. You go through the quarantine and all that. Make sure you got no diseases and shit. And then they ship you over to Camp Hill. Then from Camp Hill, you get your designated jail. I was fortunate enough. I knew a few people, so I got to be close to home. I went back to Bradford. That's it. See, in PA, they usually ship you, like, they'll ship you, if you're from Philly, you'll go to, like, Monomoy, Somerset. They'll ship you, like, 6 hours from where you live. PA's the opposite, unless you really know somebody. That's how it is in PA. Now, Jersey, they'll send you close to home.
Yeah, not in PA, bro. PA, like, I got friends, like, I'm in York, bro. I'm hours from fucking Pittsburgh, bro, and everybody gets sent to Forest, some shit like that.
Fratville. You got Fratville up there. You got Fratville. Let me see. There's 32 penitentiaries in PA. Green County. Right. There's 32 penitentiaries. And then you got what's the farthest one? Albion. They call it Far Beyond. That's what they call Albion. It's so far. It sits on the Erie Lake. You can see Canada from Albion. And that's what you got. Rockview. The older penitentiaries are actually better penitentiaries in PA. The new ones are fucked up.
Pittsburgh SCI is fucked up.
See, that's a newer one because they closed Western down finally. They had closed Western down twice, the classification jail. Western, they closed down, then reopened it. Graterford, they closed down too. They built 2 new penitentiaries on the ground.
SCI Phoenix, bro. Yeah, that's a fucking, like, $400 million prison.
Yeah, that's Graterford. That's the new Graterford. Yeah. It's in Phoenixville. Exactly. Yeah. That's where the new Graterford is. But actually, there's so many prisons. I heard they actually opened Graterford up for PVs. That's parole violation. When you say a PV,
wasn't Graterford fucking sinking though?
Listen, I don't know. You hear all kinds of shit. That jail was off the hook now. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I mean, I don't want to glorify, but some of my fondest times in my life were actually in Graterford. I'll never forget a Christmas Eve. Everybody's down in the dumps. They're like, Gambone, come on in the cell. I was with a couple dudes on the block. Listen, I got so twisted. They got me so high because I don't do drugs. They got me so high, they smelled it all the way out in center control. Now, there's 500 cells per block in Graterford. So there's 500 cells, and we're way in the back. They have smelled it all the way out in center control. They sent the R team in. Everybody scattered, and I'm sitting on the bunk, stuck like a motherfucker. Just stuck. I couldn't even move. There was so much. They came in. They gripped me up and whipped my ass for about a good 3 minutes. 3 minutes of an ass whipping by the R team is no joke. They had the turtle suits on and everything. They were whipping my ass, but they didn't write me up because it was Christmas Eve. They just whipped my ass, picked me up, and threw me in my cell. So that was a blessing. But I was so twisted that night. We laughed for about 2 weeks. It was funny as shit.
Yeah, my friend Dink was in Graterford for a while.
I was lucky. See, we knew the deputy warden because he was actually from Holmesburg. So when I was in the county, so I got to the honor block. I was on B block. It goes A, B, C, D, E. E's for PVs and classification because Graterford blocks are so long, they're split in half. They got a bubble in the middle of them. So E block, you had the PVs on the front. They get blues, and you get the carrot suits when you're all the way in the back. C and D is for people, for criminals. Ain't no joke. And then you got C block. Well, C isn't too bad. A and B is an honor block. Mostly lifers are on A and B. Like Joe Lagambi, he was on A block. So, like a lot of people who lifers, that was before he got his sentence overturned. And they get a single cell. The left-hand side, that's double cells. The right-hand side, the lifers, they give them single cells. Actually, anybody with 20 or more, they'll give a single cell to in PA. Because it's called 20 to life, and that's it, Yeah, after 20, there's no sense of coming home.
I got a friend. So they leave them to life. I got a friend that's doing life in Frackville. There's, bro, I got them all over, bro. There's so many fucking prisons in PA, bro.
Them rednecks will whip them city slickers' ass. They will whip it. Frackville. Let me tell you. Oh, and you go to the hole in Frackville, I know a few people. They'll spit in your food, dead in your face. But you're so hungry, you got no choice. You got to eat it, man. You just try and wipe it off, man. Frackville ain't no joke. That's a rough spot to be in. They're a bunch of inbred guards up there. I'm telling you, sisters and brothers are making babies. They're crazy. The grandfathers, the sisters, husbands, warden. Yeah, Fratville, that ain't no joke. They don't like them city slickers, especially people from Pittsburgh.
A lot of my friends a lot of my friends end up in Chester because of they got the program and shit for the.
I was in Chester. See, Chester's called a TC program. Even if you're violent, you got to do the TC program. It's called Therapeutic Community. It's cognitive thinking, so it changes the way you think. In Gradford, there was like a 6-month wait list to do the TC program. So I got my ass transferred to Chester, and which was close to Philly. So Amory would come up and see me. It was nice because it's only 20 minutes from Philly. But I wasn't there actually. Don't let me start me to lie. I was actually in my cell. A dude committed suicide from the casino because Chester, PSI Chester, is right next to the casino. Harris.
Right next to that motherfucker. Bro, it's the worst, bro. I got friends, bro, that were like, oh my God, bro, I'm on the yard. I got years to go. I'm looking at the fucking casino. You know what I mean? You can see.
I used to see a quarter of the horse race. Where my cell was on A-Pod, I would see a quarter of the horse race because between the buildings, I would watch the horses race. Just a quarter of the track, though. I'd watch the jockeys and shit. It was funny as shit. But yeah, dude jumped off the roof, lost all his money, jumped off. Everybody's in the yard and watched the dude go. It was crazy. And they locked the jail down. I don't know what they locked the jail down because somebody in Chester killed himself.
Yeah, they do that shit for odd reasons, bro. But I got friends in Dallas, SCI, and fucking
Dallas is a sweet. Dallas is a good jail. Rockview, see, that's the old penitentiaries. Dallas is a good jail to do time in. Rockview is a good jail to do time in. That's where Phil and Frankie Narducci were. They were in Rockview. I was trying to get over there with them guys, but I went to Gradford instead. What's funny, it's really called Gradford, but everybody from Philly calls it Greaterford.
Yeah, I know.
But it's Gradford.
Bro, that's what I call it Greaterford too, bro.
Everybody calls it Greaterford, but it's Grate.
Yeah, I try to train myself to say Gradford now, but I always saw it as Greaterford, bro.
Yeah, everybody does. Everybody calls it Greaterford.
Listen, this is what we should do, bro, because I can't stay on too long today. I've been on 2 hours and 22 minutes. But if you're up for it, bro, I'd love to just do an interview with you, bro, about your life, crime, and everything else.
Well, we'll get it. Listen, email me. You got all my info, whatever you need. What do you want me to do? We can have.
No, you never emailed me.
Oh, I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. So, what's your email? What do I do with that?
Fatbalditallion@gmail.
Fatbald. All right, I'll email you. I'll give you my info. You give me a call.
Yeah,
Tony Pizza has my phone number. He'll give it to you.
Him. No, we'll do something good. We'll do like a whole show together or something. We could talk about all this shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, I can give you some crazy stories, but you got to be careful because I know things that are still not solved. So we got to cross a fine line.
I don't want to hear nothing about any of that shit, bro. Nothing.
But it ain't nothing that nobody else in the streets of South Philly knows. But anyway, now I got a question for you, and this came from a friend. Now, people talk about rats, and I'm going to read the comments. Now, a man that was shot in the head twice, stabbed in the head 3 times. Is he a rat?
What do you mean?
You know what I'm talking about. A man who kept his mouth shut, killed a couple people, did everything he had to do, went to a meeting, was shot in the head twice, and stabbed in the head 3 times. It wasn't a hotel room. It was an apartment, that's the rumor. It was an apartment. But he was shot in the head twice, stabbed in the head 3 times, and made a statement at the hospital because he was angry. Now, is he a no good rat? That's the question I was asked.
Yeah, well,
did nothing to violate his code.
Yeah, not to mention his brother was killed, but that was actually.
But that's a misconception, and I really can't talk too much about it because it wasn't solved. But the man who did that to him did not kill his brother. It was the other faction that we were at war with.
Oh,
that's a misconception. It was not the same person. No, Billy called somebody's wife a derogatory Chinese name and talked about his monkeys, meaning his kids. That's why he was killed. He was not killed for testifying.
Yeah, no.
His brother was getting on the stand to testify, and his brother happened to get killed that same morning. One had nothing to do with the other, believe it or not. A lot of people don't realize that.
There was also the purpose behind it of making it look like the other side did.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Especially because the trial was happening. Yeah.
Right, because he was going to testify that morning. Billy was coming out of his house. He was heading to the convention center because he was a union a union laborer. He was heading to the convention center, got a block away from the house, and they banged him out 6 times the same morning that his brother was testifying. But so anyway, I was told to ask you that question. Somebody who got shot in the head for no reason and stabbed because they were afraid he might say something. Now, does that make him a rat?
Listen, it's a hard one, bro. He certainly had good reason to do what he fucking did. I'll say that. But I think people are going to have mixed feelings on that. What are people thinking here? One for is he a rat, or 2 for is he not?
Remember,
we know what we're talking about.
Did not violate his code. He didn't talk shit. He was a loyal soldier, got bodies under his belt, did what he was supposed to do. But he got called to a meeting, and he beat the dudes up and took the gun from him after they shot him.
I know. That's a tough motherfucker right there, bro. Mike Roch said, no, he's not a rat. Kieran said, yes, he is. Aldo said, no, he's not. Shinebox said, no, he's not. Robert Urich said, no, he's not. Steve Cutler, no, he's not. Joey Dimes. MRE Fertile. Everybody's saying no for the. Kieran
What's he supposed to do?
Yes, but understandable.
Because is he supposed to go to war by himself against the whole family?
Yeah, you're going to die. Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He had no choice.
But I could see if he was out running his mouth bragging. They did it because he was getting high. He was getting high. I'll be the first one to tell you that. So he was getting high. And so they worried because he was getting high, he would say something. But he didn't.
Yeah.
That was messed up. So and the thing is, he didn't go to the FBI. He was at the hospital and he just got shot and stabbed in the head and said, these motherfuckers, Frankie shot me in my fucking head, that piece of shit. That's what his exact words. It was an utter statement. And they gave that statement to the cops and the feds. Well, actually, the cops were there. The cops said, what happened? I can't believe fucking Frankie shot me in my fucking head. My head's fucking killing me. That was what happened. It was an utter statement. And they just took it from there. And then threatened to put him in jail if he didn't tell them what happened.
Well, Billy did talk to him, talk him into going to the feds before he got shot and stuff.
Well, he wanted him to. Well, there was something else with that. Well, I can talk about this because John had killed Mikey Chang. Yeah. On Patrick, and Billy was selling drugs for certain people. I can't talk about who that was because it's never come out, and then people were still on the streets. So Billy was in partners with certain people that were involved, and John was seen. Like there was 10 dudes outside the social club. There was 10 dudes. John hung right out the window and just started firing and killed Mikey. And they went right to Billy and said, your brother killed so-and-so, Mikey, and all this, that, and the other thing. So that was a bad situation in itself. But what's so funny is they still did business with Billy after John killed Mikey because it was all about the money.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's his story is a crazy one, but he's a true tough guy, bro. Let me just say real quick, Vincent Adams, hang on. I'll drop the link for you as soon as PeeWee is off. I'll drop the link for you. Just give me
Yeah. I'm at a Home Depot parking lot. I got to grab some more underlayment. I got another 200 feet of floor to do to get done. So I'm at Home Depot parking lot before they close. Brother, I will definitely email you. Peace. Everybody, have a good night. I'm going back to work.
All right, we'll talk soon, bro.
You got it. Ciao.
All right.
Now hang this thing up. You know I don't know what I'm doing.
I got you, bro. I got you. Peace. All right. Good appearance again from PeeWee. Guy's definitely been through some shit. I dropped the link for Vincent Adams. I'll see what he has to say. But yeah, PeeWee is always good to have on, man. Like I said, I would love to do an interview with him, find out more about his life. He's definitely been through some stuff. I know a lot about the prisons he's talking. He's talked about, or that he was talking about, because I've had friends in all of them. So it's interesting to hear this stuff from him. But I got to have an interview with him at some point. It would be good. Yeah, Shinebox definitely. Is Vincent Adams coming on? PeeWee is entertaining as fuck. He is, bro. Yes, he's interesting. Miss Can't Be Wrong. He's a good dude. And Shinebox, I want to thank you. Shinebox said he sent me $20 a Cash App. He said, for great show, we covered a lot of topics. Shinebox. Yes, we did. This was a good one. See, I came on here with no ideas, guys, and look what happened. Wound up being a fucking fantastic show. So thank you to PeeWee and thank you, Shinebox, for this Cash App. I appreciate it. I'm earning my money lately, guys. You got to admit. My show has been entertaining as a motherfucker lately. I'd say for about the last 2 months, but especially the last couple of weeks. Vincent Adams, I guess, is not coming on. He wanted me to drop the link, and now he's not coming on. I was trying not to interrupt PeeWee. That's why I wasn't responding. But Miss Can't Be Wrong, I saw you asking stuff. I apologize. I didn't respond, but I don't like having a ton of people on. I didn't know what Vinny Adams wanted to talk about. I didn't want to have 3 people on the screen talking about different things. So Scarfo whacked half his crew for less than that. That's the life and chance you take. A rat is a rat. That's simple. I mean, look how the Changalinis fought each other. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Damn, you still on? Just had to drive my pops to Malden's train station. Been in traffic forever, it felt like. Yeah, this is a long show, 2 hours and 31 minutes. All right, Vincent Adams isn't coming on, so maybe next time. I don't know what he wanted to talk about, but I think it's time for me to go, guys, because I still got work to do and research tonight and everything else. I think it's safe to say I won't be back on, but I'm going to watch a little something after this show. And if I feel the need, I will be back tonight. Okay. Maybe just for a half hour, 45 minutes. All right, guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Davis Dean. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the donations, super chats, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. You guys are the best. I love you all. And until next time, salute.